And they're off. What is popping? I am back. Return of the Mizak. I've been gone for a little minute, but I'm back. Damn, 50, good to see you back in the hood. You see that cherry red XL? I'm doing good. Yo, I want to talk a little bit about the Pelicans transactions on the trade deadline, or lack thereof, right? Got the Jose Alvarado trade for 2 picks and cash considerations. Well, what's happening with you, Joe? You know, depends on how you want to look at it. You can look at it as if they pretty much got 2 picks and they were able to get off some salary potentially going into next year. You can use those 2 picks as a trade sweetener. You just saw Kobe White get traded for what, 2 seconds, something along those lines. Pelicans need to replenish that. You wasn't bringing Jose Alvarado back. Look like DeJounte probably will be coming back soon. I think at this point we will be seeing DeJounte at some point. Louisiana Gal, what up, Don? What up with your Don? Hope all y'all doing well, man. It's about to snow again. It's about to snow again where I'm at, son. I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more. I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, man. So personally, when I looked at everything that was happening, if you follow me on Twitter, thank you, Denzel. You as well, brother. Have a safe weekend as well. If you look at what I was writing on Twitter, and some of y'all, I know some people follow me. I'm sure you've seen it. This was really a buyer's market. Really, really, really was a buyer's market. If you notice, Ja stayed, Sabonis, Zach LaVine, who else? DeRozan, a lot of the high profile, quote unquote, distressed assets, or maybe even, depending on how you want to evaluate them, neutral assets didn't get moved. Also take into consideration some of the guys who may have been, I don't want to say overvalued, but some of the guys like, let's say Herb Jones, or even depending on how you feel about Trey Murphy, they didn't get moved. I think some of that is because you are indeed in a buyer's market. Even with Kobe White, any team trading for Kobe White is most likely going to extend him, and he got moved for a couple of seconds. Ayo from the Bulls, he got moved for Rob Dillingham in a second. I think the theme around this trade deadline was how cheap everyone went for, in my opinion. Like, once I saw how cheap everyone was getting traded for, I was like, yeah, yeah, it ain't going down. It ain't going down. Don Yiller said he out here in Queens. Yes, indeed. It's cold right now. Denzel said, Chaz, my girl said, why did we trade her fellow Puerto Rican? Jose was trying to get out of here. I think they looked out for Jose by sending him to the Knicks. Personally, I wouldn't have been looking out for nobody. I ain't got the money to do it. I would have sent his ass to whoever gave me the best offer. Now, there's a chance that you just didn't get great offers for Jose. That is a chance. But I'm sure that he probably wanted to go to New York. And they was like, all right, we going to make it happen. Whoa, what's happening with your name, Ward? What's popping? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they looked out for Jose. They did him a solid. Me, look, I respect that. I can appreciate that. But at the same time, I don't know, bro. It's like, I just view it, I'm a little cold-hearted when it comes to business. B. Thomas, what's happening, fam? Like, for example, shout out to Brett Siegel. Brett Siegel was saying that, the Knicks were trying to get Jose for a minute. And the Pelicans were like, you can have him. We will trade him to you. But he ain't going nowhere if we don't get some seconds. We need seconds. And they went out. They figured out a way to move Yabusele's contract to Chicago, and they were able to pick up some seconds. They waived Terry today. They're going to sign Bryce McGowan to that, that open roster spot. Personally, I wish they would have went after Cam Thomas, but it is what it is. Ethan, what's happening with your homie? I'm going to be interested to see what happens with Kevon Looney, because you got teams like the Houston Rockets that can really use Kevon Looney. The Clippers could probably use Kevon Looney. A lot of teams that need some big man depth could probably use Kevon Looney right now. What's going to be interesting with that is I need to look into everything. If they do agree to buy him out, I need to look into if that counts against the salary cap or not. Because if it doesn't, you just open up even more money to potentially go after someone. Louisiana, what up with you, Ethan? Louisiana Gal said they did the right thing. Whoa, J. Cal, what's happening with your brother? Louisiana guys, they did the right thing by waiting until the summer. Joe set his price and wouldn't move for anything cheaper. Facts. That's the thing. Like, people, you got to be careful with people rage baiting you, right? Motherfuckers are rage baiting you. And it's the same talking points. It's year 7, it's this, and this. It's like, no, this is year 1 of the Joe Dumars tenure. Year 1. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think that trade on draft night was one of the dumbest trades in history. But it's still year fucking 1. You inherited Willie Green. You inherited DeJounte. You inherited Jordan Hawkins. Some of the situations were out of your hands. Just because, look, when you find yourself in a hole, one of the worst things you can do is keep digging. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go deeper into the hole and say, all right, y'all want Jordan Poole gone. We want him gone. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to trade a first to get rid of him. Okay, now you're 1 first in the hole. Y'all want DeJounte gone? We want him gone. We're going to trade another first to get rid of him. That's 2 firsts. Now you're in the hole by 2 firsts. Just because you want to appease certain people. It's like, man, fuck that. Don't be stupid. Don't blow the money. In the summer, you get an opportunity to try again. They're going to be negotiating from now until the summer with some of these people. They're going to be negotiating from now up until the summer. When somebody, like this upcoming summer, DeJounte's only going to have 1 additional year left on that contract. This upcoming summer, if I'm not mistaken, Jordan Poole, he's going to be an expiring contract. So the value on those deals changed dramatically. Just tweaking, what's happening? He said, I'm mad I have to continue watching Messi play basketball. I think Messi's having a quality second half of the season, to be honest. B. Thomas said, what's good, my brother? I'm not messing with the Pels tonight. I'm attend to my studies. Oh, yeah, you're making the right decision, fam. You definitely are. Chris Gray, what up, fam? He said, I need a break for this shit. Tip for a minute. Oh, yeah. Look, it's totally understandable. Totally understandable, bro. Pelicans Nola said, what's up, Chaz and the family? Go Pels, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Look, you know, right now we're in the middle of the storm. We're in the middle of the storm, but it depends on how you want to look at things, right? Because for me, I like to keep things in perspective. If the Pelicans went out, and let's say they made the play-in. Whoa, what's happening with your most hated? What's happening with your scope? Like, if the Pelicans went out, let's say they made the play-in, right? I would have been content from the standpoint of, all right, that pick is probably, it can fall as low as 10th potentially, right? But at the same time, look, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of almost feel like you either first or you last in some instances. I want to win. I don't want to, like, just be competitive and shit. I want to win and win big. I want to win the series. That's my goal. I don't care about all that other feel-good shit, to be honest. That's why I'm not really married to none of the role players. Or, like, really anybody. I'm all about the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey. I want to win. Like, I see some people, and they were saying, like, well, you know, and I kind of blame myself for coining this phrase. I coined a lot of motherfucking phrases other people get credit for. But I kind of blame myself for coining this phrase. Whoa, what's happening with your Mason fam? He said, Chad, hope you're good, man. But you can't tell me not playing Murray and Poole the rest of the season. I think you're going to see both of them personally. I think you're going to see both of them. Because at a certain point, it's going to be the war of attrition. And you just have to play them. But I think you're going to see both of them relatively soon. But I hope they play Looney today. Today's his birthday. But yeah, like, for me, I lost my train of thought a little bit, but I advocated for getting Ja Morant, right? But I'm not saying trade for Ja Morant just to have fun. I think you could potentially win. I don't want to have fun. I want to win. Watching OKC not fun. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily a fan of that style of play with that organization. I don't find that fun or entertaining. But I want to win. They win fucking games. It's time to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to win, you got to drop your nuts, man. What's up with you, Bree? How you doing? Denzel say, thank you. I care about New Orleans. Damn, the name on the back. The name on the back comes and goes. The name on the front is forever. Facts. Facts, bro, and that's my position as well. I think too many people, like, and there's no disrespect to Jose. Shout out to Jose. Jose did his job. He got a hell of a story. I wish him much success at his next stop and all his future stops. What up with you, Lee? Shout out to my dog Lee in the building. Whoa, Brandon, what's happening with you, fam? Shout out to Brandon. Yeah, like, I wish all much success. But at the same time, you gotta know when to fold them. The time to trade Jose was probably this past offseason. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Time to trade Herb was probably this past offseason. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, what's up with your trade? it's like, yeah, I understand you want to get eyes on the product, you want to evaluate things. You wasn't able to bring a veteran point guard into the rotation. DeJounte got hurt. I mean, well, he was hurt, so you didn't really have a veteran point guard. You didn't have much money or many avenues to go out and find one. What's homie, man? Malcolm Brogdon just fucking retired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm Brogdon played like 2 games with the Knicks and retired. It's unbelievable. But like, so it was just a crazy year generally. But at the same time, next offseason, you got to go bring in some talent. Like, for me, some guys I don't need to see any more of because all the juice is squeezed. Pause. Like, I don't think a new coach is fixing the scenario with some of these players. And that's the reality of the situation. Let me see. I'm sorry. Ethan say I'd much rather watch the Pels than OKC every night. It's kind of tough watching OKC. It really is. Trey, what up with your dog? Brandon say, would you have given up a first rounder to get Ja? And you know, it's funny, Brandon, because I think that wasn't even necessarily a possibility. I say that because to answer your question, I probably would have, right? Depending on what year. But I also think that based on what they asked Miami for what? A first, Ware, expiring salary, and Jaime. They was not giving away Ja for cheap. Them reports seemingly were overstated that they were giving away Ja for cheap. Because asking for Ware, a first, Jaime, and expiring salary for Ja who not even fucking currently playing, man, that is a lot to ask for Ja who not playing right now. When you got people that are playing, like Kobe White. Kobe White's not Ja Morant, but Kobe White is playing. He's healthy, and he went for some seconds. So, man, what I really wanted them to do is holler at the Bulls and see if they can get about 4 seconds from the Bulls. That's what I really wanted them to do. Because if you called the Memphis Grizzlies and say, look, I can't give you no first, I give you 4 or 5 seconds, though. You want 4 or 5 seconds? They probably taking that deal, to be honest. Because in the offseason, especially if Ja doesn't return, in the offseason, that deal isn't going to improve much. You're still going to be looking at 1 first. You know what I'm saying? You're still looking at 1 first, truthfully. This week, said we should have got Anthony Simons instead of Poole. Anthony Simons wasn't available this offseason, I don't believe. Because they only got Anthony Simons because they moved off of Drew Holiday. Let me see. Salsto said, how much change do you expect this offseason? And why make bad deals when we don't know the new coach's style? Facts. That's my point exactly, Salsto. It's like, you gonna go trade for, you gonna go trade for fucking Yusuf Nurkic, right? You're gonna go trade for Yusuf Nurkic with like several years left on his deal. And then you're going to be like, all right, coach, what's up? Like, I want to run a gun center. I don't want Yusuf Nurkic. Okay, now we got to find a new home for Yusuf Nurkic. It's like this certain shit you don't really do until you have your coach figured out. Like, a new coach might say, no, I know how to fix Herb. I'm going to bring Herb off the bench and do this. Or no, I know how to get through to this player. Or no, I know how to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to let your new staff or new coach, if you plan on hiring a new one, and from everything I've heard, they got some names in the hat. You know, if you plan on doing that, then you gotta make it happen. See, I would have shipped the same ones out we've been saying for better talented picks. Yeah, B. Thomas for sure. Oh, for sure, Brandon. You're welcome, dog. Don Guillory, I wanted Sabonis. Same here. I wanted Sabonis as well. Yeah. What's happening with you, Yaya Cole? Louisiana Gale said Bulls offered a bunch of seconds for Eve. Joe said no. And look, if I'm not Louisiana Gale. If I'm Joe Dumas, Louisiana Gale, I kind of agree with that sentiment. Here's why. Because if you feel like, all right, look, the moment Joe Dumas got hired, and you can check some of the reports, it was in Hoops Hype and everything. The moment Joe Dumas got hired, his position, rest in peace to Prince, the greatest musician of all time. His position was, I want to focus on the development aspect of this team. Developmental aspect. Y'all had a bunch of young people that y'all drafted. Y'all don't seem to be developing these guys. They're high, ranking guys. They're high pedigree guys. They're first round picks. Let me see what I can do with them. Eve has shown some promise as a rotational big. Not saying Eve is the answer. Not saying he's the answer. But just saying that he shows some promise, right? Why would you trade him away for seconds at this point when you don't even have a plan for center? Let's say if you traded Eve right now today, who you about to play? Who you about to play at center? Like, you about to play Looney. You about to play DeAndre. You about to call up Hunter Dickinson. You about to play Carlo. Going into the offseason, it's like, all right, what's your plan for center now? Going into the offseason. Who are the free agent centers on the market? You know what I'm saying? Now, also, every team knows you desperately need a center. So you also lost any potential trade leverage you may have had. It's a lot of like nuance to these things, bro. That's why, like, I ain't gonna lie, I much rather talk to y'all about some of this shit because sometimes it's like, come on, man. You said Derek Queen was going to be the center. Oh God, you know what's funny? Derek got benched the last couple games, and I don't know if I think he played bad enough to get benched the last couple of games, but he ended up getting benched. Lee said, who I think get traded this offseason? I think Poole get traded for sure. I think Poole and DeJounte get traded for sure. I think Poole and DeJounte get traded for sure this offseason. Herb would be my distant third, but I definitely think Poole and DeJounte trying to get out of here by all means. It's gonna be interesting to me to see if Trey, just shoot the fucking floater, bro. It's gonna be interesting to me to see if they pick up Bing, what up with your homie? To see if they pick up Looney's option to trade him as an $8 million expiring, because you got to pick up that option to move him, and you got like that's why the Hawkins deal, the Looney deal with the team option, it don't bother me as much because you need tradable salary. Oh, big shot right there by Derek. B Thomas say it has been some time of the same thing. What do you think we need to improve on this team for real? The number one thing this team needs to improve on is defensive rebounding. That's number one, even more than shooting. Because as you see, they've had instances where they've won the shooting battle and they still lost the game. If they improve their defensive rebounding, that will help them critically. Because if you can end possessions with a fucking defensive rebound, your defensive rating is going to go up. You're not going to give teams multiple opportunities to get a bucket. And you already know with the Pelicans. Once the Pelicans give up an offensive rebound, they're going to be in the Scrabble drill, and it's going to lead to a wide open three. Like, that's just the nature of the Pelicans. Like, that's just who they are defensively. Said there's no do-rag Chaz. Yeah, I got my hair braided. I got to get a line in, though. But I got my hair braided. Right now, my shit kind of fuzzy. It looked like Jim Jones braids. Let me see. I finally got my hair braided the other day. I got to tie it down and shit. It's fuzzy right now, and I got to get a line in. Now I get my mustache lined up too. I look like motherfucking 80s porn stuff. Hold on, my bad. I ain't even have to play-by-play running for y'all. My bad. Let me see. DC, I was worried. It was like SpongeBob with the ghost outfit. Let me see. Bree said, whoa, what's that with your slim south? Yeah, that was a bad possession by Trey. Trey, you gotta shoot that floater, man. And yo, man, this center. For y'all out there, yo, what up with you, Brock? Shout out to everybody in the building. D say I might be crazy, but I think this team a couple pieces away from being a serious team. Have to get the right coach and create some sort of hierarchy. Bruh, facts. Like, I'll give an example, right? I'll give an example. Again, that Herb Jones 3 start the game is crazy. But I'll give an example. Like Sadiq Bey, who we all fuck with Sadiq Bey in the chat, right? All like Sadiq Bey. Great pass by Sadiq Bey. People was like, man, Sadiq Bey in the post is awesome. Sadiq Bey is a bully in the post. Fam, Sadiq Bey is shooting about 55% in the restricted area. I checked this the other day. Do you know, I think it's 55% if I'm not mistaken. 55% is worse than 65% of the NBA. He's like, so hold on, let me see if I can find this picture because I think I screenshotted it. I was going to post it, but it wasn't even worth it, son. 55% is worse than 65% of the entire NBA. That's not good. Is this right here? Look. Let me know. Can y'all see this? Let me know if y'all can see this. I wish I could bring it up on the joint. Hold on real quick. Nah, y'all not going to be able to see this. Oh, yeah, y'all can see it a little bit. But anyway. He's shooting 55% in the restricted area. That's worse than 65% of the NBA. You know who I look like right now? I look like Ryan Coogler. I look like Ryan Coogler right now. A light-skinned Ryan Coogler. But anyway, it's like, bro, like, that's not a good possession. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good possession. It is what it is. We love Sadiq Bey. But that play isn't as effective enough to go for that every single ATO. It just isn't. It just isn't. That was smart for Trey to dribble that out. That was real smart for Herb not to shoot that ball. So Scott Foster, the ref, prepared for a long night. Yeah. You know what always happened with the Pelicans, son? The Pelicans be scoring. Say, why is Trey on and not Herb? Coaching and the willingness to keep switching. Just like right there, we switched, right? We volunteered to switch, and Rudy Gobert caught the ball under the rim. So that's back-to-back buckets for Rudy Gobert, or back-to-back scoring opportunities for Rudy Gobert. It's ridiculous. Say nobody traded for Looney and Hawkins. Nets and Wizards getting the garbage business, getting out of the garbage business. Oh yeah. But see, the thing with Looney is you can just waive Looney, but somebody could trade for that as an expiring if you got a real bad contract. Like, let's say, good defense by Herb. Let's say Jeremy Grant, for example. If you're a person who didn't like Jeremy Grant and you wanted to get out of that contract, you could just trade for expiring salary. Mason say, Chaz, who the rebounder we need? What kind of big man you think could be available? Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at the list while we watching the game. I'm gonna look at the list. Free agent centers available next season, because Tyree Eason is gonna be available, for example. But I want the Pelicans, and y'all pause this expression. The Pelicans need a big-bodied center. Pause. The Pelicans need a center with some size. Pause. Because, Zion, you gotta make that. They need a center with some size, in my opinion, because like you look at the guys you're gonna be facing in that division. You're talking about Edey, Klingon, Rudy Gobert, not just in the division, in the just in that the West period. Rudy, Klingon, Gobert, Edey. Jakob Portal always hurt. Jakob Portal, he was all right when he was with San Antonio. Now his ass always hurt. The Pelicans got to stop switching, though. Like Rudy Gobert gonna score 80 fucking points tonight if the Pelicans don't stop switching. Oh, good shit, Sadiq. But yeah, Rudy Gobert gonna score 80 points tonight if the Pelicans don't stop switching. They have to stop switching. We all know that Walker Kessler would have been the best option, but it don't seem like he's gonna be moved at all this offseason. Unless they just bullshitting trying to get his motherfucking trade stock up. Yo, that's Sadiq Bey's like 6th shot this quarter. Do y'all know that? That's Sadiq Bey's like 6th shot this quarter. That's all right. All right, son. Herb got 2 fouls. Am I wrong? No, Sadiq Bey. I think Sadiq Bey got 4 shot attempts if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he 2 for 4. Herb got 2 fouls. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, bro. It's really ridiculous. All right, so looking at Spot Track right here, going through the free agent list, and make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all in the building. Appreciate everybody. So I'm looking at centers for 2026 that could be available. Let's just go with the center position here. You got Hartenstein. Hartenstein got a team option. He could be available, right? Hartenstein has a team option. He could be available. Yusuf Nurkic, for example, he's an unrestricted free agent. Mitchell Robinson, unrestricted free agent. They'll probably bring him back. Time Lord, a.k.a. Robin Williams. Mo Wagner. Brook Lopez probably going to retire. DeAndre Ayton. I feel like the Pelicans. But see, DeAndre Ayton got a player option. So DeAndre Ayton probably ain't turning down that money. He is not going to turn down that money, in my opinion. Darren Sharp, he got a team option. I don't think they're going to waive Darren Sharp. I do not think they're going to waive Darren Sharp. I don't think so. Andre Drummond is a free agent. He a little. Andre Drummond only 32, but Mark Williams is a restricted free agent. Duren is a restricted free agent. They're going to throw the bag at Duren. But they know what they might not do. They might not throw the bag at Duren because if you make an offer, it ties up your salary cap up until that player actually up until the restricted team actually matches it. So it ties up your player your salary cap. Let me read some of y'all comments real quick. Liam said, does Scott Foster hate CP3 or Nola? Probably both. Let's see here. Yeah, Sadiq kind of clicking a little bit. Let's see if JB makes some subs. See, it looked like Carlo was about to come in, right? Yeah, Ayton don't rebound. Ayton just mentally not there. He is not there mentally. Let's say, do you think we'd have a big man to draft somehow? That's another possibility that I think they'll be exploring because they got a 26 second. And some of the bigs, again, with centers, you can find solid rotational centers off the street. You look at what the dude Garza is doing in Boston, and with the other guy, the starting center, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. You look at what he's doing, motherfucker balling. Robert Williams in Portland, if not Sabonis. So I like Robert Williams. Robert Williams just never stay healthy, though. He never stay healthy. Now look, they got this dude, Sandro Mamukelashvili, whatever the fuck his name is. Sandro, who in Toronto, I've been watching him all season. This dude, Sandro, is cold. He's cold this year. He having a hell of a year. He got a player option. So I would not mind bringing him in. You got Jericho Sims, who we just played. Wouldn't mind bringing him. Shout out to Hoopers fan. Yeah, they got Vucevic now. They probably going to bring Vuce off the bench. Because the dude they got starting right now is balling. Quentin Post is a restricted free agent. You got Quentin Post as a restricted free agent. The person who I would like for them to go after is Goga Batadze. Big-bodied center, can rebound well, can hit a wide-open three. Yeah, thank you, Hoopers fan. Thank you. Kader Neiman, was it Nemius? I believe he's an African guy in Boston. He's playing nice this season. He's playing nice. Poole should get some run tonight. I wish. Man, I wish. But Goga would be my ideal target. Goga would be my ideal target. Again, large body center, can shoot the three a little bit, can rebound, a solid enough defender. You're not out here looking for motherfucking prime all-star level Brook Lopez. You're looking for, I know Grub don't know what this means, but you're looking for center by committee. Talking about a center rotation of, got to get the rebound, Derek. You got to get the rebound right there. You're talking about center rotation of Yves Missi, potentially Goga Batadze, maybe another big. Four, you're talking about Derek Queen, maybe Carlo, and maybe another like work big, like maybe a Tyree Eason type guy. I don't think Tyree Eason gonna get a crazy contract because of the year he's having, the injuries and all that shit. This is gonna be a very, very strange upcoming year for free agents, though. It's gonna be very strange. Trey, that's 2 bad turnovers right there. That's 2 terrible turnovers by Trey. He hustled defensively and got back. That's 2 terrible turnovers by Trey. Like, I don't know what's going on with Trey. Trey just shouldn't bring the ball up the court. They got to stop letting Trey bring the ball up the court. Trey had 2-3 turnovers last game just by bringing the ball up the court. Got his pocket picked. And just now, oh, that should be Pelicans ball. That definitely should be Pelicans ball. Yeah. And just now, it's, Brise, not sure if I want Poole to play. His shot might be gone even more. But, that's the thing. You got to play to regain it. You know what I'm saying? You got to play to regain your groove. Even if he played limited minutes, 14, 15 minutes, you're going to have to play somebody. Because when you take Trey off the court, who are you replacing him with? You're not playing Jordan Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? Hoopers fans say Bol or Mo Bamba make them play center in the post, Chaz. I don't hate the idea of Bol. The thing with Bol never been a strong rebounder. And that's the Pelicans' biggest need from their center position is rebounding. Or the 4. The 4 other 5 position is rebounding. Bol, is more of an offensive threat. Mo Bamba, same thing. The Pelicans, Mo Bamba had a cup of coffee with the Pelicans before. Couldn't really get it going. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't really get it going. I wouldn't be shocked they take a flyer on him. But look, again, Hunter Dickinson is still on the 2-way. I'm not saying Hunter Dickinson is good or bad. What I'm saying is he's on the 2-way. So if Hunter Dickinson was solid, I wouldn't be shocked if they brought him over. Oh, Bones Highland? Yeah, Bones, he's nice offensively. This is what he was with San Antonio. I'm not San Antonio. He was with the Clippers. He was with Denver. He had a couple different stops. Yeah, but Bones all right. Let's see here. I forgot Mo Bamba was with the Pelicans. Yeah, he had a cup of coffee. Yeah. Kelvin Jennings, what you think about the trade deadline? My nice shot by Trey. Hopefully that gets him going. Yo, you know who nice too? God, it's not Kaminsky, bro. It's homie. Is it Filipowski? Filipowski with Utah? He is fucking nice. Like dude cold. Like I ain't gonna lie, I like him. But Frank Kaminsky in the G League, I gotta check Frank out. But the question, so what I thought about the deadline, my policy is always this. I'd rather no move than a bad move. If I'm being honest, I'd rather no move than a bad move. Because if I would have had to attach a first round pick to move off of DeJounte or Poole, I would have been upset. I would have been upset. Only way I would not have been upset is if I was buying. Let's say if I traded Poole for Ja and I added a first, I wouldn't have been that upset. But if I traded Poole for just like Anthony Simons in a first, I would have been upset. Because ain't no way in the world, God, we just can't bring the ball up the court right now, dog. We just can't bring the ball up the court right now, bro. Like, we just can't bring the ball up the court right now. What is we doing? What is we doing? Bree said defensive size. Yeah, I'm like, damn. You mean to tell me Jordan Poole couldn't do this? Jordan Poole couldn't. Some of the shit we seeing, Jordan Poole couldn't do this. Yeah, okay. All right. Liam said, what you thinking about if we keep BI, the situation will be different? Not really. The reason I say that is because if you keep, like, for example, Brandon played last year. He played last year. And you was pretty bad. I think if you just had talent, it almost doesn't matter who the talent is. Like, for example, Brandon's gone, right? The guy who was supposed to be, I'm not gonna say he was supposed to be like the Brandon replacement, but the guy who you brought in so you can move off from Brandon, DeJounte Murray, is hurt. So basically, Brandon's gone. You didn't replace the Brandon talent because DeJounte Murray, who was supposed to be that talent, is hurt. The guy you brought in, Jordan Poole, is getting DNPs. Like, you just never replace this guy. Like, you never replace any talent. You never bring any new talent in aside from the rookies and Jordan Poole, who's not playing. Also, and Sadiq Bey. I'm not disrespecting Sadiq Bey. But also take into consideration, Najee's gone. JV is gone. Shit, I don't count Larry Nance and no shit like that. Herb Jones is having his worst year probably as a professional. Like, take all these things into consideration. Zion is playing, but Zion has his lowest usage and probably since he's been in the league. So it's like he's been reduced to being like just another guy in offense because he's not getting the ball. He's not really doing anything. He's averaging a basic 20, like what, 25 and 4, some shit like that. He's getting some regular ass numbers, but for him, it's still underwhelming because he ain't taking enough shots. Yeah, Jordan Poole not playing is bogus. Now I don't mind the Jose trade at all, Kelvin Jennings, because I'm like, Jose ain't gonna get no better. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you can get a couple seconds for him and clear that salary, cool. Because next year, you're not playing Jose. Like next year, all them backup point guard minutes probably going to Jeremiah Fears. You know what I'm saying? So what need would you have had for Jose just to have him on the bench? People think Jose is just gonna be happy just chilling on the bench, not playing. No, Jose wants to play, especially for a team like the Pelicans. Bing said not to take away from Sadiq, but he's taking the shot away from Zion like it's the number one, like he's the number one offensive option. Sadiq I think all of them really just out there just hooping, dog. I ain't gonna lie, it don't seem to be no real structure or hierarchy or know-how or putting guys in the best position to succeed. It seemed like a bunch of dudes out there in an open run. That's just my opinion. It just seemed like a bunch of guys out there in an open run, and nobody's really being maximized. That was a bad pass. Oh, that was a bad pass right there by Eve. I wish Eve would have whatchamacallit though. Oh, I thought Zion about to dunk that shit. D says there a reason for the usage rate. I don't think so, bro. I don't think there's one isolated reason whatsoever. Like when I posted those videos of Zion, like in the post calling for the ball and people not seeing it, the only thing I can really attribute it to is a lack of direction by the coaching staff and just general. Damn, that was a bad box out by Eve. And just good help right there by Eve though. A general low IQ by the coach. Well, lack of direction by the coaching staff and a general low IQ by the offense. Like that's the only thing I can really attribute it to be honest. Look, Fear's been calling for the ball for a minute. He ain't getting it. Now you know how I feel, Jeremiah. Great drive right there by Trey. Great drive by Trey. Kelvin say, proud of Jose. I was raised in NYC. Not many guards from NYC in the league. Yeah, man. You know, that's one of the reasons I think basketball American basketball is suffering a little bit, because that used to be like Lord, nice. That used to be like more of a mainstay in basketball. You talk about now Sebastian Telfair, he didn't really transition well, but Telfair, Marbury, a couple other guys from the NYC, that just used to be more of a mainstay with American basketball. You gotta run, good pass, shoot that shit. Boy, I thought he had that. Good hustle by Eve. I thought that shit was going in. Good hustle by Eve. Just please, if I was a GM this summer, I'm trading Sadiq and Messi to improve the team. Now, I do think each of them as sweeteners will help you land a positive asset. I think each of them as sweeteners would help. Oh, Lord, Sadiq back. I think each of them as sweeteners will help you land a positive asset. Either one of them, because I think both teams would be intrigued. Because I'm telling you, bro, if you could have got a first for Eve, or if teams were really offering a first, good shit, Zion. If teams were really offering a first for Bay, they would have traded them. Yeah, Sauce, though, I think, yeah, that's how you're supposed to use them. Coming off of curls. Look at that, the pick and roll with him and Eve. He scored twice off the pick and roll with him and Eve. All right, look. The man scored 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row coming off the curl with Eve. Now he going to get the free throws, right? That'll be the 3rd time. But he keeps, like, this play works. Spam this fucking play till it doesn't work anymore. It's common sense. Do it till it doesn't work anymore. But we asking for too much, Trey. We asking for too much. Asking for way too much, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. They say it's the transition to the league, in my opinion. Jose being 6 foot, Brunson being 6'3". Trey about the same with Ja. People who are tall and have handles and guards are being put in the wing and other wings. To outplay other wings. Also, look at how Jose is used, and he may be utilized differently with a great offensive mind like Mike Brown. Jose with the Pelicans is used more as a catch and shoot guy. Used more of a catch and shoot guy. With New York, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? He may have a little bit more opportunity. But Jose, for years, they kind of let Jose kind of just not do what he wanted to do, but they let Jose, kind of handle the ball a bit more up until this year. Because he was really more so replacing the, Zion should have went all the way. Pause. That was a bad pass by Zion. I think Zion should have went all the way and forced the drive right there. Zion should have went all the way and forced the drive right there, in my opinion. He should have went all the way and forced that drive. Liam said leading to deficiency in guards. Yeah, like, I saw a video the other day where they was asking, are we entering an era of the end of the small guard? We may be, because Jose was just such a defense. Aside from some of like the gimmicky plays, like the Grand Theft Alvarado shit, Jose he wasn't a great defender. He's so small, you know what I'm saying? He was so small, he was short, so he had a short wingspan, so he couldn't really get deflections. You can't guard nobody in the post, like that's asking too much. And it's just, you got to get talent, dog. It gets to a certain point when it's brass tacks time, like you gotta get higher pedigreed players, and you got as much as you was gonna get from Jose. And that's not a knock to Jose. It just is what it is. Fairs, you gotta be able to beat Bones Highland. That's bothering me. You gotta be able to beat Bones Highland. Since I've been looking Fairs off, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Fairs' last couple games been better, but I don't mind nobody looking Fairs off. And oh boy, that was embarrassing. And boy, Bay did Ant dirty. Sadiq Bey just did Ant dirty. Did him dirty. Like, that was crazy. Good defense right there. Good defense, Eve, on verticality. He still scored, though. Julius Randle used to be all NBA. Salute Audio Facts. Peace, fam. Bree said to stay in the league at the small guard, you got to be a stellar defender. Anyone under 6'4" is going to be hard. Yeah, I think, like, you got to be either a sniper shooter, an incredible defender. Boy. Oh, Lord! Oh, my Lord! Oh, my Lord! Did y'all see? Oh, my Lord! Ooh! That shit was cold! Woo! I thought he was about to dunk that. That shit was nice. Shout out to my boy X. X, what's up with your homie? How you been? Mason said, when was the league? When has the league had a bunch of small guards? CP3 and Rondo were the last small ones. CP3, Rondo, JJ Barea, Kyrie not a big guard. Who else? Who else they had at one time? Man, what was dude name? Dang, I was about to say Devin Hester. Was it Devin Harris who used to play for Dallas? Trey Burke. Jeff Teague wasn't a big guard. Marcus Teague wasn't big either. They used to have a lot of small guards, but them small guards used to be able to get buckets. Like if you're gonna be like 5'11", 6 feet tall, you gotta be a motherfucker that could score 25 points at the drop of a dime. Like you gotta be like a water bug scorer type guard. Because people have a lot of difficulty guarding those type of guards. Darren Collison was a smaller guard. He was skinny too. That's small guards. Aaron Holiday's a small guard. He's not a starter, but Aaron Holiday was a small guard. Let's see. Squallow says Zion need to look off Fizz. Dude can be allergic to passing. Yeah, Fizz. His last 2 games, he's been better though. I ain't gonna lie. Fizz played all right his last 2 games, in my opinion. Opening a roster spot for Bryce McGon. Oh, okay, my bad. Yes, Nash. Goonie, what's up? David Posey, what up? Yeah, Nash. Yeah, shit. Even he had a cup of coffee in the NBA, but what was homie, man? He played for North Carolina, Kendall Marshall. But see, that really go to show you how political the league is. Kendall Marshall was in the NBA. Kendall Marshall was, I think his first game, this motherfucker had like 20 assists or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't keep a home in the NBA. It was crazy. Ish Schmidt, man, Tim Frazier. Y'all remember all them little, like, I don't call nobody little, like I'm 7 feet tall or nothing. But they had a lot of small guards. Yeah, I like Ayo. I wouldn't be shocked if they made a run at Ayo this offseason. I was surprised the Bulls traded him because that means if you're, I also wouldn't be shocked if they made a run at Jaden Ivey either. But if you're the Bulls, that means you telling me you value Ivy or Dillingham off of more than Ayo because you're gonna be giving that money that you would have gave Ayo to Ivy. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But it's all posturing though, y'all. That's why I say nobody on a losing team is untouchable. Nobody on a losing team is untouchable. The Bulls swore to God they wasn't trading Ayo. That was a good screen. The Bulls swore to God they wasn't trading Ayo. And they ended up trading his ass for a 2nd round pick. Nice shot, Bryce. Nice kick out. Nice shot by Bryce. Look, Jana, Bryce heard you talk. Bryce heard you talk about him, Jana. He just hit a 3. Corner 3. Look, that was a nice way to fight over that screen right there by Fears. Because the Pelicans usually die on fucking screens. All right, Bones coming to help. That was a good pass. Oh, you had to step. You got to step. Ah! How you airball that? That was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible by Sadiq. That was terrible. That was terrible by Sadiq. That really was. That was terrible. Trey said you got to keep the real deal talent in New Orleans. I don't care how one-dimensional. Figure it out how to optimize it. See, that's my thing too. Whoa, what's up with your Beanie? Shout out to Beanie in the building. Ooh, boy, that floater looked terrible coming out of Eve's hand. Eve got to jump on that floater because he put too much power on it because he tried to just shoot it off the ground. Eve got to jump on that floater. Help him! Somebody come. Oh, my God. Good defense. Oh, no. Come on, bro. There's no way in the world. That was, I ain't like that. That was bad. Yeah, Breeze. I ain't gonna lie. Sadiq's shot chart is kind of rough. Sadiq's shot chart is kind of rough. I think the Lakers supposed to be looking at Cam Thomas also. I post random stuff. So Poole really a DNP for the rest of the season? I don't think it's gonna be for the rest of the season. But if it is, they shooting themselves in the foot. Unless he just saying, I'm not going to play. I told you I talked to some people in this camp. Say he been working real hard before the games. He like training and practicing on the road, and he ain't getting the opportunity. Like, I think the shit bogus personally. Because even if I did want to trade him, I'm not going to make him look like some radioactive fucking player. I'm going to put him in the best light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do. I kind of wish Zion just had a bad personality as far as I don't give a fuck. Give me the ball. I wish he was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way to get things done. That's the only way to get things done. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate your beanies and hit the like button for this man, folks. Raw, unbiased, and gritty truthfulness. Let's go. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. Like Trey always say, right? With Zion, so much of it is between the ears. Like, for example, if I can't focus too much on that last turnover, which was a bad turnover, because like, oh, Zion need to improve his handle. I'm like, bro, you didn't see Zion attack from the right wing with the crossover, do a double clutch dunk. You didn't see that when he crossed him up. Like, that just happened. That's a display of handle right there. What you need to do is maximize the shit people do well. You need to maximize the shit people do well. And for you not to do that, that's a problem. Oh! Let's go, Eve. There you go. There you go. Now look, and I'm not here trying to cape for Jordan Poole, because there is things that people could complain about and it'll be reasonable. But at the same time, people calling the dude a cancer and shit like that. The man just, like, Eve just dunked the basketball. Jordan Poole was right there, stood up, clapped for the man. Jordan Poole know he not playing tonight, but he still stood up and celebrated his teammate. Oh, that was nice, Bryce. That was nice, Bryce. That was nice, Bryce. Ah, we got to get out. Our transition defense so fucking bad. But that was nice by Bryce. That really was. That really was. Audio facts say, Chaz, it would be nice for the head coach to demand the team get Zion the ball. Zion should have to demand it, you think? Yeah, see, that's my whole, like, perspective. Because, truthfully, how many players really do that? Like, they might demand the ball in certain situations, like on the last shot or some shit like that. But if you look at how this first quarter ended, Fizz dribbled the ball for like fucking 7 seconds, and Zion was like a safety valve on how that play ended. It's like, come on, man. Like, look, the players not walking up to other players saying, give me the ball. Players not walking up to coaches saying, I'm not coming out the game. Players not walking up to coaches saying, put me in the game. That just don't happen for real. That's like a fantasy that we see in like movies and shit. That don't really happen. Like, it just is what it is. That shit don't really happen. And look, if the players are supposed to do everything, the players got to call their own plays. The players got to demand the ball. The players got to do everything. What does the coach do? What's the coach's job? Tell me what the coach does. What the coach do? Why am I paying this motherfucker? Why am I paying him? That being said, Zion could do more to help his situation. He could do more to help his own situation, truthfully. That just is what it is. Especially when you're the highest paid person on the team, you got to do more to help your own situation. But what the coach do if that's the case? Oh, fuck off me. Ah! I thought they was giving that to yep, they did end up giving it to Dante. Come help. Good defense. Ah! That was good. That was good defense by Eve. That was good defense by Eve. We can't give up dribble penetration like that. Now, Dante ain't no fucking bum, but you can't give up dribble penetration like that. Oh! Yo, I ain't gonna lie. We fucking over Rudy. I ain't gonna lie. We killing Rudy tonight. We killing Rudy. When we go one-on-one with Rudy so far tonight, we busting Rudy ass. Ugh. Bad defense right there. Say, Chaz, we're the only team that allow hurt players to not even be at the game. Oh, you talking about what? You talking about with DeJounte? Well, the Pelicans got a history of doing that. Look, what I just said. Every time we go one-on-one with Rudy, we smoking Rudy boots. We are smoking Rudy's boots. Nope. God damn. Nobody. What? Oh my God. Fears playing really, really, really bad right now. Fizz is playing so bad right now. Fizz, what are you doing? We switching everything. Fizz playing bad right now. He really is. He really is. Fizz shouldn't be in this game right now, honestly. Like, seriously, it is at the point where why are you not playing? Why you not playing Poole? Fizz is getting killed. On that play right now, just now with Bones and Randall, Zion went with Bones. Fizz was supposed to stay with Randall. It's a switch. We switched off. Fizz tried to come back and guard Bones, and Randall just had a easy drive to the rim. Like, it's all right. It's bad right now. You really should play Jordan Poole, honestly. You should play Poole. You really should play Poole. It is what it is, though. Oh, God. We back to Point Herb, y'all. Throw it up. Ah! Point Herb. Come on, son. Like, this is bogus, dog. This is bogus. Yo, if y'all can do me a favor, yo, man, can y'all share the live, retweet the live if you follow me on Twitter? Let people know we in here, man. I know it's Friday night, but we ran motherfucking Point Herb just now. You can't play Jordan Poole? Really? You just can't play him? And look, and you getting killed on the boards. You can't give Kevon Looney 5 minutes. It's his birthday. You can't give a nigga 5 minutes for their birthday? Fest, what's going on? He said, I learned something about the Pelicans. The shooter never chases their own rebounds. Oh, rarely ever. It is funny because the shooter often knows exactly where the ball is going. So when the Pelicans miss, motherfuckers just kind of stand there with their hand, their wrist in the air. They don't even run back or nothing. Like, that's why we one of the worst transition teams. We like Monica on Love and Basketball. We still in the front court with our fucking hand, wrist in the air, and the ball on the other end of the court for an easy bucket. Never chase. Like, I've rarely seen the Pelicans get their own rebound off a missed jumper. Rarely. Kevin just said, my whole thing is why are we switching with 0 picks being set? Yeah, that's another thing too. Bree said, where the NBA at? Oh my God, you can't just sit 30 mil like this. Like, seriously, there should be some type of, somebody should say something, even if it's the Players Association or something. Because it's stupid. Like, you're not getting the best chance to win. I think Herb scored tonight, right? Has he scored? I think Herb got 2 points tonight. Herb is averaging about 9 points. Herb averaging 9 points on the season. Yeah, Herb got 9 points. 2 points right now. Herb averaging 9 points on the season. Herb ain't out here just busting ass, locking people up defensively. Like, Fears, it was 1 for 4, and the defense has been terrible. Like, come on, man. Like, stop with all this sucker shit. This is some sucker shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People talk about, even with, like, the people, I know it's people who, like, the quote-unquote Jordan Poole stands. It's like, they kind of got a point, but a motherfucker not playing at all. Like, you ain't even giving him a chance to fail. Yeah, I do think DeJounte comes back, Trey, and post-random stuff. I think DeJounte plays, ultimately. Even if he played, like, 10 games, I think he plays. Because now you got to show motherfuckers you even alive. I think he'll ultimately come back. I think. DeJounte kind of, I don't know, man. DeJounte, interesting guy. I think you might not see DeJounte till after the Super Bowl, though, if I'm being real. Beanie said Pels continue to bench players. I guess you mean continue to let bench players look like superstars with like Bones. I guess talking about like Bones Highland. Fact said the stupid said running Point Herb, $30 million pool right there. James don't want his job. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. All right, so we just switched. Again. Like, this is just, I wish I could just, oh my God, Carlo. No, Nash Reed got one of the slowest first steps in basketball. And you just let Nash Reed drive by you with no resistance. Come on, son. This is crazy. Ryan Bourne, what up with you, bro? Yeah, the DMPs make it look dumb. Because even in the offseason, if a motherfucker come, that was a terrible shot. The DMPs look dumb. Because even if a motherfucker in the offseason say, all right, I want to trade this guy. And they say, wait a minute. His contract is fully guaranteed for this year. And also, he only played like 20-something games last year. You ain't even play him. What's going on? It's like, we just chose not to play him. Like, come on, man. Just tweet and say this is what Achua come, or Precious Achua. I would have liked Precious Achua or Ryan Holmes. Nah, they still got whatchamacallit then. DQ, like it's hard. You got Fierce and the Queen in at the same time. That's gonna be tough. It's also, so you think Poole may be resting to get fully healthy? Nah, I don't think so. From what I was told, he's still training before every game. He practicing. From what I was told, he's putting in work, like even on the road. But it just it ain't happening. It ain't happening, man. I think, but yeah, I don't think you see the Giants until maybe after the Super Bowl. Truthfully, so now Ant coming in the game. You got to put Zion back in the game. Got to put Zion back in the game. Bing say, bro, Fierce played 13 straight minutes. Huh. D said you wish they got Knuppel. I still think Con Knuppel turns out to be a very solid pro, but I've seen Con Knuppels before, but I think he turns out to be a really solid pro, but I don't think the upside is there for him. But I like Con. I like his leadership and intangibles. He also could shoot the fucking ball. All your facts said Joe Dumas brought him in. Who is James to bench him? I would imagine he would have to get the green light. What? You was right there. Just shoot the ball. Oh man, you got all the way to the rim and then shoot the ball right there. That was bad. Oh my God, that play was destined to fail, bro. That play was destined to fail. Like that was just destined to fail. I don't know what Herb doing. This is a terrible lineup. This lineup is god fucking awful, son. This lineup is god awful. God awful. This is god awful, bro. This is an awful lineup. Seriously. Yeah, it like he stepped out to catch the ball. So just speaks that only the draft can save the team, in my opinion. Nobody wants to play here unless it's their last option in the league. You could. I mean, if you trade for a person, they got multiple years left on the contract. That's another thing. They'll definitely be playing for your team. I think one of the issues is nobody want to play for a bad team, period. Unless you one of them people that's like, shit, once I get there, it ain't going to be bad. Like, if you have an attitude like that. Dakari, what's happening with you? Like, for years, nobody wanted to play for Detroit. And Detroit had to bring in some people who were outcast. Like Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris. Like, guys like that who were pretty much like, I don't want to say blackballed, but hated universally around the league. Nobody liked those players. And they brought him in. And aside from Tobias, Hardaway and Malik Beasley had like two of their best years ever. And Malik Beasley, he out on parole right now. And Hardaway ain't doing shit where he at right now. So it's just, playing under the right coach changes so much. Playing under JB Bickerstaff changes a lot. Fuck, look at how Ty Jerome was playing when he was under JB Bickerstaff. Like, Ty Jerome, no, that wasn't Bickerstaff. That was Kenny Atkinson, if I'm not mistaken. But Ty Jerome was fucking balling. Like, you know what I'm saying? In Cleveland. Under Kenny Atkinson, another coach of the year. Playing under great coaches really, it helps a lot. I will say that. Yeah, audio facts. This lineup ain't got no threat of offense whatsoever. None. Let's see. Bree said Poole, not this unplayable with this product I'm watching on the floor. Not at all. I agree. J. Cal said, my bad. How they looking? I had to finish my paper, dog. They can't score without Zion on the court right now. Giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. They scoring at will against Rudy, but giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Can't really create separation. Can't really get the ball over Minnesota's wingspan right now. Trey not really getting no good looks right now. But the biggest issue has been turning the ball over and giving up offensive rebounds and bad communication defensively. Trey say, what's Fierce ceiling in your eyes? Could he grow into a Garland County George level guard? Oh yeah, I think so. I think Fierce is probably like 2-time All-Star, fringe All-Star type player. I don't think he a superstar level player because of where he was drafted and his size. If he was like 6'4", 6'5", I probably would feel different. But if he done growing, I think he tops out fringe All-Star, maybe couple-time All-Star type player, which is really good for a point guard, especially a small guard in today's league. Especially, oh, really? Oh, come on, man. Get the ball. Oh, my God. That's on Herb? Who that's on? That's on Herb again? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Come on, bro. God damn. God damn, bro. What are we doing here? I'm like, this shit is bogus. Herb got 3 fouls in the first half. And look, I don't even think none of those fouls have been on Ant, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see some. I don't even think none of those fouls have been on Ant, if I'm not mistaken. It just been just straight up terrible fouls. Shit. This is unbelievable, son. Well, it ain't unbelievable because pretty much what you expect from the team at this point. But fuck. Hold up. Dang, I cannot find this. Damn. But yeah, son, this is pathetic. This pathetic. This is one person that I do wish, good defense right there by McGowan. This one person that I do wish that they would have been able to move, Whoa, what's happening with your money bag? Beanie said I would at least have called the Nets about Cam Thomas trade. Yeah, the good thing is, well, they probably would have wanted, they probably would have wanted a little bit of incentive as well to take back a contract to their cap space. But they ended up waiving Cam. So shit, they might have just did a 1-for-1. Also, I wish we could create some more salary cap space and maybe make a run at Cam, get him in the building, and be like, look, Cam, we trust you here. We want you to be all you can be. Shit, you got to sell a motherfucker the dream. Sell his ass a dream. See if he buy in. If he don't buy in, it don't cost you nothing. He a free agent. Shit. It don't cost you nothing. He a free agent. But I do wish, people crazy, bro. People like, oh, God, you want Cam Thomas and Jordan Poole? It's like, no, I'd rather have fucking can't score at all Herb Jones and fucking Jordan Hawkins who get DNPs getting all the minutes. You right. I'm too good for Cam Thomas. Like, shut your stupid ass up. That's why I can't stand some of these motherfuckers, dog. I ain't gonna lie. They're just straight up just losers. Like this, this who Herb, look, y'all see this? This who Herb remind me of. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this character from the PJs? This is really who Herb reminds me of this season. So much. I don't know if y'all can see this, but do y'all remember this character? Because this is who Herb reminds me of. Just this straight up been terrible. Straight up terrible this season, bro. This is awful. Like, it's been so fucking bad. It's been so fucking bad, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, come on, dog. Motherfucker, this disheveled with no game. Like, it's been awful. I don't mean no disrespect, but it's been bad, son. Seriously. Oh, God, another fake fight. What I love to see. Kobe White and Cam are young scorers I would take a chance on. Yeah, the only thing with Cam, now I don't think Kobe getting no contract at all. I don't think Kobe really getting a deal at all. But Cam, I'm sorry, not Kobe. Cam, I don't think Cam gonna get no big money at all, honestly. But Kobe, on the other hand, I think he gonna get a nice contract, man. Kobe been balling the last couple years. I think they missed the opportunity to sell high on Kobe. They really did. Beanie said Nola Jake acting like he knows everything. He's a lurker and he's stealing material. Oh yeah, that's all Jake does, man. I remember Jake had stole a story from Christian Clark, and Christian Clark had to get on his ass in public. Like he had to get on his ass. He's like, hey man, that was my story. And then Jake had to come out and apologize and shit. I'm like, you're just a fucking weirdo hack. I don't know. Good defense right there by Derek to recover. Come on. Great defense on that possession by Derek. Great defense on that possession by Derek. Great defense. Derek. Too much dip on your chip right there. Too much dip on your chip. You did one thing right. You fucked up on the other end. Let's see. I heard Mac deleted. Oh, I like Mac. Shout out to Mac, man. But Mac, the shtick is kind of stale. Honestly, it's like, bro, just I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Mac, man. I don't know. I just think it's a little stale, honestly. Where the fuck? What I'm not understanding is why it took so long to get Zion back in the game. You think it's over with for Lonzo? Man, them injuries, dog. Like, the injuries, they've been so bad for him. And there's a bunch of lower body injuries, and he's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Pelicans giving up so many offensive rebounds. It's pathetic, dog. We really are. And it can't be this hard to get Zion back in the game. Now, look how stupid this is. This is how you know this coach is a stupid motherfucker. This coach is a stupid motherfucker. It's 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. You couldn't call a timeout this entire time to get Zion back in the game. Right? Couldn't call a timeout this entire time. You wait till there's under 3 minutes left to finally call a fucking timeout. This man's a fucking moron. This coach sucks. This coach sucks. I did think that was a foul. I do think they fouled Trey. This coach sucks, though. They really suck. They really, really suck. Ooh, yeah. It's a foul on the elbow. They probably let it go because they feel like he had his hand on the ball, but that was a foul in my opinion. But see, this is the thing. It's a foul, but nobody picked up no technical. The head coach didn't go run out on the court and pick up a technical. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. This dude sucks. The Kari said, since the Pels didn't do much at the deadline, do you expect bigger moves this offseason? Yes, I do. I think what's the most critical is that they find the right head coach. Find the right head coach. Address that. Oh, look, now Trey had to pick up his own fucking tech. Find the right head coach. Address that center position. You need a big body center. Like, for me, I would prefer Goga Patatse and maybe another big for a nice rotation, a center big by committee. Tyree Eason is another person I like the idea of. I got to look at some of the wing options and perimeter options, but I think you also need to find some cheap shooting. I personally also would like them to still go after Ja Morant because you need some winning attitude in this building. People say what they want about Ja. People talk about all the shit Ja can't do. Ja know how to win. When Ja plays, Ja's a fucking winner. All that shit he can't do is out the building. Like, when he play, he can win. Yeah, Borrego a fucking softy, man. This dude, he's impotent. He can't do shit. You move DQ to the bench? Probably so, yeah. I mean, I would have him at the 4. Derek is not a center. Derek is a power forward, honestly. He's a power forward, in my opinion. So I would move Derek to the bench if possible. Trey travel like a motherfucker. Trey problem right there. I'm going to stall him out a little bit because he got some shit going on. He got some real life shit happening. I'm going to stall him out. But Trey problem is coming off that screen, you just got to rise and shoot. Why you putting the ball on the floor at all? If you Trey coming off that screen, just rise and shoot, man. Just rise and shoot. Beanie said Juice Johnny Joanne on the block. Jerry. Good hustle right there on the boards. Slow it down. Nice swing. Oh my God. Dawg Sadiq wide open with a brick. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. And the crazy thing is, this game really got out of hand with Trey having personal problems. It got some real shit happening. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but they got some real shit happening with Trey. What I wanted to say, just start over. This era is over. This is not a continuation of this era. Like, that's the thing. Residual say just pulled up. Are we in the what's in the box part of the stream yet? Not quite. Man, Herb, because that's typically who I'm talking about with that era. I mean, with that that voice inflection I'm doing. Herb's been really bad. He has been really bad. Street fouls. I think Herb has more fouls than points right now, if I'm not mistaken. So he's out of the game. Kunyan say Trey has to get punched in the face for a foul. And I mean, your coach, that's one of the things too, when your coach don't stand up for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and advocate for yourself. Unfortunately, they need to do. I don't. If I was them, I would probably be doing a little bit of hack a shack with Gobert if he touched that motherfucking ball. But let me see. Say this team never fails to ruin my night. I mean, shit. Look, to me, I guess much like what some of y'all are saying, it's not the fact that they're losing. It's the fact of how they're losing. You know what I'm saying? The fact of how they're losing. You say they seen the 46-point. Shout out to Sco. Say they seen the 46-point game Trey just had, and they got him locked up right now. I think Trey doing more of a disservice to himself tonight than anything. Because Trey trying to put the ball on the floor too much. Like last game, all Trey really did was shoot. He just rolls up and shoot. He shot, 14, 15 threes? Tonight, he keep trying to put the ball on the floor. Just rise up and shoot, bro. What are you doing? Just rise up and shoot. You know what I'm saying? The game, soon as Zion left the court, though, the game got totally out of hand. And Sadiq Bey, he hasn't been able to make a three tonight, which is really tough. Oh, big shot right there by Derrick Queen. That's his second three? Yeah, Sadiq, like, that's the thing. Like, that's why you got to add more shooting. Sadiq giving you what he can. I think he's shooting, 35% from behind the arc this year. Why did you bite on that? This motherfucker. Like, no, Anthony Edwards looked just like Bobby Brown to me. He looked just like Bobby Brown. Get the ball to Zion. You need somebody that can collapse the defense here. Bryce McGowan's right there. Oh, that's out. That really was out on Sadiq Bey. Oh, you let Rudy Gobert stand over you and shit. Oh, no, Rudy Gobert soft. There's no way in the world you let Rudy stand over you. Rudy's soft. Yeah, the Pelicans ain't getting no calls right now. And you let Ant talk shit. It's crazy because the Pelicans usually be busting Ant ass. The Pelicans be beating the shit out the Wolves typically. That's bogus. He's Ant talking shit. Ant cold though. Ant is cold. I'm just saying. That's an Ant. Oh, that was a foul. Right there. That was a foul. Queen got fouled right there. But again, when your coach is a fucking buster, the refs not respecting none of this soft ass dude. Like, to me, one of the worst mistakes they can do was even worse, in my opinion, than not getting any calls. Or I'm sorry, was even worse than not making any trades is keeping Borrego for the rest of the year. You shouldn't keep Borrego for the rest of the year. You should just go ahead, fire this guy after All-Star break. Bring him somebody from the squadron. Let them finish the rest of the year. But get this soft ass coach out of here, man. Get somebody on the staff that at least got some fucking hunger. Get this soft ass coach out of here, bro. How you call that and you ain't calling shit? Whoa, peace. Who that? What's up with you? Who that? Like Borrego, like seriously, bro. The worst thing they could do is letting Borrego finish this season. That's like it's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Calvin. Let me see exactly. I get mad watching him. Say, he's talking about his weight and fitness problems. Zion was not gluttony for 6 years. I don't even know what y'all talking about right now. I'm not sure what y'all talking about. Slothfulness then? Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. I see residuals comment. Brian McGowan's lost us a game. Watch the highlights tomorrow. You'll see, my guy. I can't say McGowan's lost you the game per se. I think Fierce played really bad though. And he was like his defense. Fierce's defense was really bad. Sadiq Bey can't really catch and shoot right now, and Herb just doesn't give you anything. Like Herb just don't give you nothing. Like it's crazy, but Herb don't really give you nothing. Herb don't give you nothing. Like that's the thing. So he let Ant go off. Just tweaking. Ant is probably a top 5 player in the NBA. To me, the problem is, you switching everything defensively. Y'all getting lost on the switch, and Rudy Gobert catching alleys and getting easy ass buckets. To me, that's the real problem. Now they bailing Julius Randle out a lot with these free throws because Julius Randle gotta have like fucking 7 free throws right now, 8 fucking free throws right now. Let's take a look at it real quick to see exactly where he's at in the box score. So going to the box score, Saddiq Bey got 11 shots already. He's 5 for 11, 1 for 5 from behind the arc. Oh my God, nah, dog. Saddiq Bey ain't playing well right now, in my opinion. He's better than I guess you could say he's been better than some of the other options, but Saddiq Bey is not playing well right now. Trey's not playing well either. Trey's 3 for 6, 1 for 3. Has 3 turnovers. And if you count the shots, he got a couple more turnovers, to be honest. Zion's having a pretty good half overall. Fears 1 for 4, 0 for 1 from beyond. Like, yeah. Queen's been okay. Offensively, Bryce has been okay. Carlo hasn't really given you anything across the board. Damn, Queen 3 for 7. Well, the thing that gives me some optimism is you watching Nash Reed. Whoa, what up with you, Q? What you missed? Jordan Poole still not getting no run. Fear's been bad. Herb's been atrocious. Bryce been okay. Carlos been nothing really so far. Trey, he trying to find his groove. Derek hit some big shots from beyond the arc. Now that gives me some optimism that maybe he could have a Nash Reed type arc, maybe. But this is the first time I think he's hit multiple threes in a game in quite some time. Say Trey, you see what Trey has on his shoes? No, I don't, Ethan. What he has? What does he have? Rescue me or something? Trade me? Who that? 6 and 6. Don Gibbs say, nah, fam. If anything, Zion been a victim of David Griffin and Willie Green. Trey say, this is a game you're really hurting yourself, not even trying to go to pool. Yeah, because seriously, it's like, what's the point of not playing them? What are you looking for? There's no reason. No, I'm being honest. Unless you got Herb guarding Anthony Edwards the whole game, there's no reason to even play Herb most of these nights. Herb literally doesn't give you anything most of these nights, bro. Now, he can go into the second half and have a great game. Herb got 1 steal, 1 rebound, and 2 points and 3 fouls. Herb is an awful starter on this team. Herb is one of the worst starters on this team, on this roster. Herb doesn't give you anything most nights. Nothing. Most nights. Nothing. Like, seriously, nothing. Doesn't give you shit most of the nights. Oh, nah, that's fake, Ethan. That's fake. I can only average 40 for so long, send help. That's fake, Ethan. That sound fake as hell. B Thomas say they got 9 more shots than us, 6 more threes, 5 more free throws. Yeah, the crazy thing with the shots, because we gave up so many offensive boards. Yeah, Rudy got 14 rebounds. We gave up way too many offensive boards. 99 dollars. Them refs are on one cap. They let Minnesota get physical if they want. Oh yeah. They let Minnesota, like, on that trade possession, that was a foul. I think Saddiq Bey got fouled. Like, again, if you the trade picked up a technical, but it's like, coach, look, all the shit. You say you tweaking about Herb. It was competitive early. The game always gets away when he goes to the bench. I guess just tweak. I guess just tweaking. I guess, fam. Herb again. Herb got 3 fouls, and I don't think none of them was while he was guarding Anthony Edwards. Herb just he just might not be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just might not be good. He's averaging 9 points on the season. Like, he's just not very good. And you look, Anthony Edwards the only person that's shooting well. 4 for 5 from beyond the arc, 5 for 5 for the free throw line. This is really like the game, them winning that possession battle. You know what I'm saying? Them winning that possession battle is crazy. The Pelicans are efficient at with their field goal attempts, especially when attacking Rudy Gobert. But it's just, only 5 more free throws. But giving up all these damn rebounds, especially offensive rebounds, you're talking about 11 offensive rebounds to 3. That's more shooting opportunities. Like, it's ridiculous. They only got 3 turnovers. The Pelicans got 9 turnovers. The possession battle is crazy right now. The possession battle is just fucking crazy right now, man. Matter of fact, since we on the subject, let's just do this. Since we talking about Herb. And we gonna go through everybody's shit since it's halftime. Y'all here with me? Can y'all see everything clear? Let me know in the comments if y'all can see everything clear. Let's talk about Herbert Jones. Let's go to Herb. Right. Let's go to Herb. Damn, we were wrong about Willie H.N. No, James Borrego is an extension of Willie. I think people who wanted James Borrego were wrong about Borrego. I think people were wrong about Borrego, but James is just, he was there. Like, he was on the bench. To me, all these motherfuckers that was on the bench should go, personally. Like, they the same. It's a systemic issue. One band, one sound. It's all you motherfuckers. Like, in my opinion. All right, so we looking at the, where is it? Where is it? Shooting. Let's see how. Boy, I know this ain't real. Yo, this can't be real. Is this real? It say Herb shooting. No, this better not be real. It say Herb is shooting 27% between 0 and 3 feet. This can't be right. That can't be right. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Now, Herb does get blocked at the rim a lot, but I don't believe that's that. I don't believe. I refuse to accept that. Maybe I'm being dumb, but I refuse to accept that. All right. He just having a really, really bad season, dog. Like, it just is. Like, I'm not talking to just tweaking. I'm saying generally, there's no reason to justify playing Herb over Jordan Poole right now. None whatsoever. None. Herb not a rookie. Herb is not really helping you win. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't shoot well. He doesn't really even defend well. Herb averaging about 1 steal on the season, a little over 1.5 steals, which is his career average. He's averaging under a point, 0.5 blocks. He's averaging a turnover a game, which pretty much offsets the steal. He's averaging 1 steal and 1 turnover a game. They offset one another. He's averaging 3 fouls a game. He's averaging 3 fucking rebounds. 3 fucking rebounds. He's shooting 47% for twos. He's shooting 31% on threes. After tonight, that number will probably be lower. He's shooting 39% from the field. You gotta just go ahead and you gotta trade the fan favorites. Like, get the fan favorites out the building. Look, when you on dope, you don't know dope bad for you. When you treating your nose or you hitting the vein, you don't know that that's bad for you. You just enjoying yourself. This is bad for you. Like, I need to stop eating candy. It's bad for me. It's bad. I'm drinking a Pepsi. It's bad for me. You understand? When you doing all that crystal, that's bad for you. It's bad for you. It seems fun now, but it's bad for you. You gotta move on from these guys, man. It is what it is. It's gonna hurt, but it's necessary. After about 3 years, you'll be ashamed to tell people you used to snort that powder. But anyway, let me read some of y'all comments, man. Stoic says Borrego just got them all fired. I hope so, man. Get these guys out of here, bro. I don't give a fuck about how long these dudes been in the building and, oh man, I give it my all. Well, give y'all to somebody else. You're not good. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Fuck out of here. Jay Burke, what's happening with your homie? Shout out to everybody in the building, man, who just tapped in. D say Borrego got me thinking Willie wasn't so bad. Yo, I was talking to somebody, fam. I was like, yo, do you think he better than Willie? Like, is he objectively better? And it was like, I don't know. Now, I asked this recently. Now, earlier in the year, if y'all remember, when I used to be on the Pro Pals Talk show, I used to say, I don't know, man. This shit look exactly the same to me. I used to always say that. I'm like, this just look the same. It don't look no better to me. It looked exactly the same. And now it's like we lose it in the same fucking ways, pretty much. The players are still being misused now more than ever. The rotations suck. We can't get a fucking technical for the coach doesn't defend the players. We can barely get any challenges. It's a bunch of fuckery. Like, it's a bunch of assholery. Pause. It's stupid. Say, but I'm saying, audio facts that trade his ass too. Sick of these fan favorite bums. We need real talent. Yeah, bro. It's like, and that's not a knock on her, but you gotta know when you've peaked with certain players. You know what I'm saying? Dude probably better as like a ninth, 10th man. Like that dude shouldn't be in no top or no rotation. You know how good the other 4 starters would have to be to play Herb? Like, come on, man. Bree said Herb and Poole got damn near the same field goal percentage. I'm in 10. So let me look at Jordan Poole numbers. Let me look at Poole's numbers, man. Because, and again, nobody is saying Poole is the answer. What we're saying is not playing him is unreasonable. Like, it's unreasonable, especially if he's injured. I mean, sorry, if he's not injured, it's just totally unreasonable. All right, so Poole averaging 14 on 12 attempts. He's shooting 37% field goal percentage. He's shooting 33 from beyond the arc. Damn, Poole taking 7 3-point attempts? See, that kind of changes that number, to be honest. If you're shooting 33% on 7 attempts, that's about 2-3 makes, which is kind of significant, to be honest. That's really not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. 87% from free throw line, which is, to me, Poole, I think the injuries mounted fucked up his ability to get to the rim, because Poole was averaging 4 last year. Prior to that, he was averaging 5. He's somewhere in the middle now, I would like to see him get to the free throw line a bit more. 1 rebound, which is not good. Herb averaging 2, not good. 3 assists, almost 1 steal, averaging almost 2 turnovers, which is not good. 2 fouls, they having a bad off. They having a bad player off right now. Having a bad player off, but if you plan on trading Poole, you gotta at least play the motherfucker that can randomly score 20 points, that can randomly have a great game. You know what I'm saying? You say it's the weed for Poole. Yeah, you gotta at least play the guys that you're paying, that you're looking to trade, that can at least give you some type of advantage. I don't think Herb did anything this year, but hurt his trade value, if I'm being honest. I don't think he did anything this year but hurt his trade value. Now, look, yesterday, for everybody who was in here yesterday, I was talking about the stock market, right? I was talking about the stock market yesterday, and I was telling y'all how, like, man, the last 2 days, I done lost like 50 fucking G's because the stock market was brutal. Now, this is why you don't make moves out of desperation. Same thing I was talking about as it pertains to the Pelicans trade deadline. Yes, you need to improve, but that don't mean you trade motherfuckers at a loss. That don't mean you sell low. You reevaluate in the summer when the offers in the market may improve. Now, today, I made the majority of my money back. Today, I made 34 G's in the stock market. I made the majority of the money I lost in the last 2 days back. Now, if I would have just cried yesterday and said, oh, I'm out of here, and sold my fucking stocks, I'd have been looking dumb. I'd have just took the loss. You feel me? Even if I decided to sell today, it would have been less of a fucking loss. It would have still been less of a loss. That's why with certain shit, timing is everything. I know a lot of people are upset based on them not doing, in their opinion, not doing anything. But sometimes it's like, for example, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown MVP too. The Timberwolves wanted Ja Morant. They wanted motherfucking any high-level point guard they could get, and they wasn't able to get them. They wanted Harden, supposedly. Like, you know, they wanted some people, supposedly. Let me see. Trey say, but the game, yeah, he said with the games were closer with Borrego. It's like, yeah. Look, well, I think Justin asked me about Borrego, like, who you think better? I was like, Willie and Borrego? It's hot shit versus cold shit. It's all about how you like your shit. Some people like a nice ice cold glass of tea. Some people like hot tea. It's tea. You feel me? Oh yeah, I bought the dip. Pelicans know. I try to always buy the dip. You got to keep as much capital available as possible. Now look, the dude on the screen, Casey Hill, has been here since 2020, since the 2021 season. 2021. This is man third head coach. This motherfucker's been here through 3 head coaches. Get this guy out of here, man. Get this guy out of here. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, let's stop. Let's cut the fucking crap. Let's cut the crap. Hey, as Liam said, hey, have you used Data Baller? No, is that the one that's subscription based? Because I think Data Baller used to be free. One of them used to be free and now it's subscription based. And I'm like, no subscription. Let me see here. Hold up. This shit won't allow me to update. Hold up, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to update there we go. All right. Good shit, Queen. I mean, I say Queen. Oh, I hate I hate saying Queen last as a last name. But good shit, Trey. No, Data Ball is free. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I've been using 3-point basket. It was so difficult to find the goddamn Sadiq Bey advanced stat shot chart. It was so difficult to find the damn shot chart the other day, but once I found it, I was like, oh no. I think Trey Alexander might have said something. I think Trey might have said something talking to somebody about Sadiq in the post, if I'm not mistaken. So I went and looked it up, and I was like, man, they don't get the fuck out of here with this line. And I fucks with Sadiq, but come on, man. I say a lot of people was panicking and selling. Oh yeah, a lot of people was panicking and selling. Say we need to build around Bronny James, the GOAT. Man, I don't know who it was, bro. It was some kind of reporter. That was terrible defense right there by Derek Queen and Trey. That was terrible defense, bro. And look, you starting the game off. Mind you, McDaniels got 3 fouls. No, yeah, McDaniels got 3 fouls. You starting the game off in the second half. Zion ain't touched the ball yet. McDaniels got 3 fouls, and Zion ain't touched the ball yet. You gave up a terrible 3. Sadiq Bey shot a bogus ass 3, and you just gave up another bucket. So that's like what? Fucking 5-6 point swing that fucking fast? Come on, man. Like come on, man. Look, Zion been in the corner the last 3-4 possessions. He's not involved in the play at all. This is coaching. This is fucking coaching. The dude not involved in a play at all. At all whatsoever. This is coaching. This is stupid, bro. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Oh my God. Oh my fucking goodness. This is a clear just waste of time, bro. Say Herb isn't the problem. Queen and Bay shouldn't be starting. Herb's a glue guy. Anything he brings offensively is a plus. Now, Stoic, I would agree with you if Herb was like rebounding and locking motherfuckers up defensively. Herb ain't doing that either. So it's kind of like anything he brings, period, is a plus. Like if he was getting some rebounds or something, it would be nice. Herb really don't give you anything, to be honest, bro. Herb don't give you nothing. Like really. Him not playing and playing, there's really not a major difference. It's probably not even a minute difference if I'm being real. Like, it just... See, Derek's at a weak screen right there. Oh, my God. Herb on fucking cue. The question becomes, really, who is the Pelicans' worst starter? The question becomes, who's the Pelicans' worst starter? And for the people who are the Wolves not even trying hard, bro. The Timberwolves not even trying hard. They not even fucking trying hard, bro. Like seriously, just looking at it, dog. To me, y'all got my vote for who the worst starter is. I think Herb's the worst starter. Herb is the worst starter, bro. Herb is the worst starter. Shout out to Scottie Pippen Jr. coming back, man. I like Scottie Pippen Jr. I think he cool. Shout out to him and his pops. I was watching a Scottie Pippen little mini documentary earlier today. He was showing what was in his storage bin. But Herb the worst starter, bro. Whoa, what up with you, Dev? Yeah, bro. I don't understand some of this. Herb is terrible, bro. Herb is arguably the worst player on this team. Like her right now, I mean, not universally. I mean this season. Herb has arguably been that was a nice ass finish with the right hand. Herb has arguably been the worst player on this team this season. Sadiq Bey is too, like, I agree with you, he too confident. But the thing is like somebody gotta shoot the motherfucking ball. Like, somebody got to shoot these threes. And can we make this happen? Oh, all right, cool. Boy, I thought we was about to fuck that up. I thought for sure we was about to fuck that up. I'm scared to death of the Pelicans in transition. But, yeah, they just got to add some talent, bro. They got to add some talent. That's why people be talking. Yo, man, y'all check out, make sure y'all check out Dad Photography. I know he did some cool shit for Spitter. We was talking about Spitter not too long ago. Make sure y'all check out my dog Dad Photography. Dad, drop your Instagram link in the chat, fam. So they can check out your photography. Story Mello says Sadiq is the perfect six man. Facts. So that's really should be Sadiq role. Imagine Sadiq giving you 15 points off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Sadiq give you 15 points off the bench. Or even if you're going to start him, you got to put him in position where he can pick his spots. You feel me? Like, if you giving him free reign, like, even these players, bro, these players want to be coached well as well. The players don't want to have to make all of these decisions by themselves. They want some guidance as well. You feel me? Like, it's just stupid, bro. Like, it really is just stupid. Don't bite. Sadiq guarded him wet. Whoa, Justin Davis, who's heading with your dog? Shout out to my dog Alvin in the building, man. Yeah, the team is annoying, bro. Yo, Al. Oh, nice shit. Nice drive right. Finish with the left. Yo, I'm telling you, Zion versus Rudy Gobert one-on-one is no competition. Like, Zion versus Rudy Gobert one-on-one is no competition, bro. It really ain't. Oh, yeah, I forgot Micah was on the team. I think they taking Herb out. Oh, that's a terrible call. That's a terrible call. That's a terrible fucking call. He got Trey out of position on the up fake, but that's a terrible call, bro. You ain't called that for the Pelicans all night. That's a bogus ass call. That's a bogus ass call, bro. That's a bogus ass call. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, that's Bryce. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bogus ass call. I hope Bryce come. They come and get Herb. I hope. Cause look, Zion just scored twice. I wouldn't be shocked if they take Zion out the game right now. But yeah, bro, like, just shout out to L. Like, we were just talking about that, L. Look, the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, Zion don't touch the ball. First few minutes of the third quarter, you don't touch the ball. It ain't like you scoring without him touching the ball. You look like dog shit. You look stupid out there. What do you want? What's the goal here, bro? What's the goal here? Big shot. Nice ball movement right there. You got to have somebody that can collapse the defense. You got to have an advantage creator. He's the only advantage creator on the team. Like, I don't know how people just paint. What? Let me stop saying I don't know. I do know why motherfuckers ignoring it. But I'm saying, why, like, where's the accountability from this coaching staff? Herb just gave up an easy fucking cut. Easy fucking cut right there by Julius Randle. He dunked on Trey. Trey was the help defender. Man, Herb garbage. He not good. It is what it is. The man just not playing well. Can we get some fucking accountability around here? That was good help defense by Trey. Can we get some accountability? Jesus Christ, bro. Come on, man. Good tap out right there. Watch your back. Good pass. All the way. Gotta go up. And one. Where's the call? That's an and one. Where's the call, bro? That's a fucking and one. That was a foul. That's a fucking and one, bro. Come on, man. That's fucking bogus. Shout out to Reality Check in the building, man. He said, I was watching the Grizzly podcast today. Their interview Scoop. He said the Grizzlies would have gave up Pelicans to Jordan Poole, but the Pelicans asked for a first round pick. Reality Check, you saying Scoop B said that the Pelicans asked for a first round pick? Reality Check. Just tweet said that was Trey 3. All Z's doing. Oh yeah. He collapsed the defense. Kicked it to Herb. I think Herb kicked it. I don't know why they ran and doubled Herb and tried to run Herb off the line. And he kicked it to Trey for a nice three at the top of the key. That was great execution right there. Yeah, Herb bad right now, dog. And there's no disrespect, but Herb bad, dog. And these fucking refs is awful, bro. These refs are terrible, bro. Seriously, terrible. Don Gillespie said, I like our team. We young and Herb is a 6-man. If anything, would rather too big lined up with DQ at the 4. I agree. Truthfully, would it hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you could probably get some offensive boards. You could cause a little bit of havoc at the rim. Cause you got Trey rotating. He just got yammed on by Julius Randle. You need a center at least. Like, I mean, at least a big at the rim who could be a rim deterrent. Cause like Herb getting killed out there, dog. He getting killed, son. Herb getting killed out there. He getting cooked. It is what it is, dog. Just tweak and say you don't talk bad about the bench enough. Well, fuck. I mean, the 2 people that should be on the bench starting. I'm trying to think who would be the bench. I guess Eve Misi, Carlo, Jeremiah Fears, I guess. I mean, I said Fears played bad. I don't really know who else. Bryce McGowan's? I mean, Bryce McGowan's probably shouldn't be in the NBA. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know who on that second unit I could talk about because the second unit full of fringe NBA guys with DeJounte not playing and Poole getting DNPs. It's it's just bogus, dog, how some of this shit is going down as far as how they being used. Like, I don't know, dog. It's crazy. It really is crazy. Some of this. Me say Trey has horrible defense. On this particular one, though, he was coming like help side to try to contest the rim, but Herb gave up a line drive. Julius Randle is not a bum. Like, that's the thing. Not like the Pelicans got to realize, but just generally, like, Julius Randle is not a bum. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. This is a wild ass lineup, boy. This is a wonky ass lineup. This is a wonky ass lineup, son. Just straight up. Herb gave up a fucking 3 right out the gate. Herb gives up a 3 right out the fucking gate, bro. Right out the fucking gate. Gives up an easy ass 3 right out the fucking gate, bro. This dude, man. Oh my God, son. Like, this dude just not good, dog. This dude not good. Oh my God. This dude not good, son. Jay Burke, I gotta imagine this is a Borrego decision. Cause I don't think Poole has gotten along with this coaching staff since joining the Pelicans. I don't think Poole's got along with the coaching staff overall since joining the Pelicans. This man gave up a wide open fucking 3, dog. Like, this, dog, Herb, terrible, dog. I hope they seeing this and they move on from dude. I can't imagine that the offers were good. But I don't know what the fuck people were talking about this past offseason. I was like, yo, that extension is terrible. This man, people are like, well, he's only going to get X amount percentage of the cap. I don't give a fuck if he was getting 2% of the cap. That's too much. He's not good right now. He shouldn't be getting none of the cap on this team. He's not good right now. Shit. Stoic say he know that for a fact that's Borrego call. Yo, I believe you, bro. Like, I totally believe you. The person I talked to, he mentioned to me, he was like, look, in Washington and in Golden State, Poole had a certain amount of structure. That now, yo, Ant just fucking traveled. Ant fucking traveled. He got stuck on the turnaround. He pretended he lost the ball. That's a discontinuation at best. Oh, Peavy, you got to hit one of these at some point. God damn, Micah, what the fuck? God damn, Micah 0 for his last fucking 18 game. I mean 0 for 3. I mean 0 like he hasn't hit a 3 in like his last 18 fucking attempts. God damn, Micah. If he get that corner 3 though, he gonna be all right. If he can hit that corner 3 at like a 36% clip, he'll be okay. Yeah, the shooting is terrible right now. Seriously. Nah, look, on that possession just tweaking, I know, look, he was going too, but you got to choose who you going to rotate to in that situation. You all, like, Ant was, what, like 4 for 5 before he made that 3? You focusing on Ant. Like you got to stop Ant at all costs. If Bones Highland make that three, whatever. Like you live with it, but you can't give Ant an open jumper. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. Mr. 2X137 say, I'm so tired of watching Sadiq take 15 shot attempts a game. Yeah, Sadiq is a little over aggressive. It's a little over aggressive, and we just gave up another offensive rebound. I can't really. I don't know if I'll say Bryce went under the screen, but he died on the screen right there. Zaire Williams. You like Zaire Williams? I like Gigi Jackson. They got a lot of good players on that team. Like a lot of good depth pieces. Oh my God. Just grab the rebound, Micah. Just grab the rebound. Because if Micah got that rebound just now, what was he going to do with it? Oh, fuck. We got 3 rookies on the court right now, y'all. We got 3 rookies on the court. We just got to survive. We got 3 rookies on the court. We just got to survive. Y'all. Justin A. Davis said he had an 18-point game. Then nothing. He been bad, dog, for real. He's been awful. Like, I think if they played, let's say they played 50 games this season. If they played 50 games this season, I think Herb had 2 good halves. I think Herb's second half against Houston, well, like his fourth quarter, really, but let's just say the second half. I think his second half against Houston and his second half in that second to last Memphis game was good. Other than that, I don't think Herb's had many good games this season. Like, I think Herb's been really bad this season. Like, really, really, really bad. I would have liked Trey to go over there and help Fears just now. I would have liked Trey to go over there and help Fears just now. He was in no man's land. Ant gonna try to, let's see here. All right, good double. Got the ball out of his hands. That's good recovery by the defense right there. Good defense, Eve. Good help right there by Fears. That was good defense and good help by Fears right there. Man. God damn. Oh, you talking about Micah Peavy had an 18-point game. Yeah, he did. I do remember it now. He had 2 threes, a couple games ago? Had a couple big threes. Yeah, these refs is pretty garbage. These refs pretty garbage. Ant kept trying to, I thought Messi contained him pretty well. And Fears kind of crashed at the right time to help. But generally, this is a rough lineup to have out there. It's a rough lineup. They survived so far with Zion off the court, but you really ain't got no creators out there right now with Zion's off the court. Like, nobody really can do anything, truthfully. That's why, again, it would be nice. Not that Poole is the answer, but if, shout out to Micah Peavy, but if Jordan Poole is open in that corner, you're a little more confident with him shooting it. If Jordan Poole, I mean, if that's Jordan Poole instead of Herb, you're a little more confident. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you got this little margin for error, you playing politics, that shit is bogus. You ain't even no super cold coach. And like you motherfucking Coach Spo out there. You like, man, my motherfucking track record is what it is. You better trust me. But no, you're not. No, Coach. Get out of here, man. Put the talent on the court. Mr. Two times 137 said, how you feel about Bryce? I feel like Bryce is cool. He could be something. Nice, rotational piece. Cheap talent. If you're the Pelicans, look, you need cheap rotational talent. I think Bryce can give you like 5 points a game or something like that. And if you put him into your rotation, probably 10th or 11th man, something along those lines, as it currently stands. But if you're the Pelicans, you got to take chances on guys like Bryce and Brandon Boston, Najee Marshall, Jose, because you got to find those diamonds in the rough, because you can't really sign free agents anyway. So you got to take chances on Carlo and hope every once in a while those guys can give you a great game. If Bryce and Carlo and Jose and Najee at that time, guys like that, if they can win you a game once or twice in the season, they earn their money. You know what I'm saying? Because most times they're not even going to be playing. So if they can do that every once in a while, they earn their money. Yeah, same thing with Antonio Reeves. To me, that was the worst decision this front office made, was not getting Antonio Reeves. Michael Abraham say Poole ain't the answer. He didn't do shit when he was playing. Yeah, but that's the thing. No one's saying he the answer. It's just he's best of your current options. He's the best of your current options because currently your options is terrible. They gave Ant a shooting foul on that, man. That foul should have been on the floor, bro. These refs are fucking terrible. That foul was on the floor. That foul was on the floor, bro. These refs are fucking terrible. These refs been terrible tonight. Like, seriously. Seriously. These refs been terrible tonight, son. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, I think they have to revisit trading Herb. Zion got to go get the ball right there in that situation. See, look at that. That's Zion's fault. That was Zion's fault. This is what, like, if you're Zion, you see he trapped at the top of the key. He's trapped. There's nothing he can do. Eve can't be the only one going and try to get the ball. Zion has to go help him right there. Zion has to make himself available to be an outlet right there. Because Fierce, his face never even turns to the right. His head is faced to the left the entire time. Zion got to go get closer to him to make himself an option in that particular situation. And I think Zion has to go help him there. You can't, like, he waiting on Eve to wrestle and free himself up. Like, Zion, go get the ball from him. But even to make matters even worse, Fierce should not have been bringing the ball up the court in that situation. It should have been Zion from the beginning. So it's just so much stupid shit, man. It just pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off. Like, it's just this coaching staff has no idea how to utilize these guys. It's bogus. Eve, come set the screen for Trey, Eve. Oh my God. Good hustle by Eve, but Eve got to come set the screen for Trey right there, in my opinion. Got to. Because Trey not nobody that's about to cross a motherfucker up and beat him off the dribble. So if you Eve Meese, you got to come set the screen from him so he can create a little bit of separation. That's what I'm saying. These dudes don't have no direction, bro. Like, this Eve's second year playing professional basketball. These dudes need help. That was a good box out by Zion. These dudes need help. They need direction. They need somebody to help put them in position to succeed. Big shot right there by Trey. Nice pass by Zion. Yeah, Brox, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Way too much ISO one-on-one basketball. Louisiana gal said McGowan's for almost 20 minutes to 0 for Poole. This is madness. And yo, what I don't understand is why hasn't anyone, like, this got to be drilled. Ah! That was bad by Eve. That was Eve's fault. That was Eve's fault. That was Eve's fault. That was, let me see. Let me look again. Was that Zion Eve? Was that on Zion or Eve? Let me see. Let me look again. That's Eve's fault. That's Eve's fault. That's Eve's fault. That's Eve. They not talking. Yeah, Trey. They not talking. But that's on Eve. That's the second time that's happened. That's the second time that's happened. That happened once with Fears and Zion, and it happened once with Zion and Eve. So at this point, Zion the common denominator. Zion got to talk and let them know, yo, I'm switching. Like, you know, he got to let them know. You got to talk right there. Oh, nice desperation heave right there by Trey Murphy. Nice desperation heave right there by Trey Murphy. Yeah, that's Zion. Zion got to let them know what's going on. Yeah, this team not really smart enough to keep switching. They don't have the athletes neither that can recover fast. They don't have the wingspan right now. They just don't have that right now. They need something a little more simple. Need something a little more simple. They need to just be in the fucking zone. Good defense right there by Fears. Great defense by Fears. Don't leave without the ball. Oh, my God. I'm terrified of this fast break. Give it back to him. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let's go, Trey. Oh, my fucking goodness. Oh, my fucking goodness. Our transition defense is so terrible, bro. Our transition defense is terrible. Because it's really nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do in that situation. Bones just pulled up and launched that bitch. It's nothing you can really do in that situation. But, man, that was terrible. That was a wild-ass pass to Zion. Oh, get in there, ho! That was nice. That was nice. Nice spin move. Nice finish. Come on, let's get the stop. Let's get the stop. Don't foul. Don't foul. Whoo, we got lucky right there. We got lucky. Look, that's how your two big dogs got to finish the quarter. Nice finish right there by Zion. Great pass right there. Trey with what? 9 awesome points. 9 awesome points in a row. Look, bro, that's what when I talk about the Pelicans, this roster not being that bad, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this roster is not good by far, but this roster is better than the record. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's better than the record. You just got to get some more complementary pieces, but it's better than the record. Zion and Trey, when they on the court, they should be in every action together. They should almost never like be going rogue one-on-one. Unless you're talking about like it's 3 seconds left and you running point Zion or some shit. Other than that, them dudes should always be in the actions together. Always. Always should be in the actions together, bro. Like, it's ridiculous that they aren't. And that just goes to show you how unserious this fucking coaching staff is, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody, no analyst who covers the team say. I don't care what, any motherfucker who don't, like, from the national media who don't really watch the team. I don't care what they say. These dudes should always be in the actions together, bro. There's no excuse not to. None. Like, there's no reason not to, bro. Like, the shit is bogus. The shit is totally bogus, bro. Like, to me, that's the most low-hanging fruit thing you can do as a head coach. You can be a bad head coach, but if you can make a common sense decision like that, people will think you the best fucking thing since sliced bread. Because they'll be like, wow, he figured out how to utilize these guys. And it's like, yeah, I'm just running a go screen or a pick and roll or curl action with Zion and Trey. I mean, it's not rocket science. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, this is tomfoolery. It's ludicrous. Me say it's been Trey and Sadiq the last couple games. Everything is. D said we got 2 special talents at rim pressure and 3-point shoot. We not using it. Exactly, bro. It's like, that's the thing. It ain't like you doing everything you can and the shit just not working out. It's like, no, you shit in the bed. You keep shit in the bed. You're not doing certain things early enough to get yourself in the best position to succeed. Louisiana Gal, I totally agree with you. Say Dumas has to clean house. A decent coach would have had this roster with at least 24 wins. Like, look, at least 20. At least motherfucking 20. You can't get 20? Man, you that trash? It's the coach, bro. Like, it's the coach. It's hands down the motherfucking coach. Like, come on, man. Like, let's like, we playing games here. It's the coach. Get these dudes up out of here, bro. Because the goal wasn't a championship. The goal is to just make the pick. Oh, my God. Herb got the ball, kicks it to Yves Missi in the corner. My thing is, in that situation, what the fuck was Yves Missi going to do catching the ball in the right corner? In that situation, what was Yves Missi supposed to do? Like, once Herb made that pass, was Yves Missi supposed to shoot a corner 3? What was he supposed to do? That was great defense right there by Zion. What was Yves supposed to do in that situation? Like, he supposed to shoot, great block by Yves. Was he supposed to shoot a corner 3? Like, I don't really know what that's my problem. That's my problem with all of this, bro. That's my problem with all of this. What was he supposed to do once he caught the ball? Why is Zion and Trey not in the action? It's the ATO, start of the quarter. Why is Zion and Trey not in the action? Right? You kick it to Herb. Herb drives, he kicks it to Yves Missi in the right corner with about 4 seconds left. If Yves catches the ball, what do you hope to happen if he caught the ball? He supposed to shoot the corner 3? Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, I don't know, whatever. Say ownership set this team up for failure once they made Joe keep Willie Green. Yeah, I agree, H. Bizzle. Because with Willie, it's like, what more did you need to see? You know what I'm saying? What more did you need to see in that regard? Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. And here's the fucked up part, though. To keep it a cool dollar, they fucked over Joe Nim. They fucked over Joe Nim. But at the same time, Borrego got the team. They was 2-12. I'm sorry, 2-10. You had 70 games if you Borrego. You had 70 games, and you're familiar with almost every player on this team because you had already been here through training camp. You had already been here. Like, people like, yeah, give them a camp. A camp for what? He was here. His motherfucker wasn't at Crystal Lake or nothing. He was here with the Pelicans. He just, oh, fuck. We couldn't track the ball right there. Box out. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Yeah, I'd like to see Trey play some extended minutes right there. I don't know how many minutes he played in a row, though. Maybe he was tired. But I would like to see that. All right, oh my God, coach. Woo! This man's the worst coach in the fucking NBA, bro. This man is the worst coach in the NBA. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close, dog. It's not even close. This man's the worst coach in the NBA. Look, you took Trey out for Sadiq Bey. Zion and Sadiq Bey not running no actions together. You just check this out. Shout out to Ice Cold. He said, "Yeah, I ain't watching the Pelicans until they hire a new coach." You ain't wrong, brother. Think about this, right? Shout out to Bruce. Think about this. You took Trey out for Sadiq Bey. Why are Zion and Sadiq Bey on opposite sides of the court? Why you not running the two-man game with Zion and Sadiq Bey? Why you just don't utilize them two together? Like, it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. Now, you look at Zion, you can see the fatigue starting to set in. He just missed 2 free throws in a row. I think he hadn't missed one the whole night prior to that, if I'm not mistaken. But fatigue starting to set in. Now you got to get Trey. Now Zion got to come out and Trey got to come in. Why you just didn't play Jordan Poole, dog? There was no reason not. Well, here come Derek Queen, actually. You could have played Jordan Poole, bro. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit, bro. This is some bullshit. Can we get Zion and Trey in that? Zion and Bey in action? All right. Now you got to make your free throws, man. You getting downhill. You being aggressive. You got to make your fucking free throws, though. At least split. If you Zion, you got to at least split right here. This would be look, the Pelicans got 4 timeouts. This would be a good time for them to call a timeout, in my opinion, and kind of get guys settled, let them catch their breath, get some water, etc. But that's too much like right, so it probably ain't gonna motherfucking happen. But come on, man. Trey says I ain't gonna give the game away. Crowd free chicken once the game. The Anderson, I think Poole messed with Borrego wife or some shit. Oh man, I don't know if nothing like that happened, but I do think Poole not feeling these dudes. I forgot who it was that told me they was like Poole was talking to Casey Hill and Borrego like, man, y'all need to get y'all shit together. I don't remember who it was that told me that, but he was talking to him like, yo, do y'all even know what y'all doing? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I just thought about? Like, damn, motherfucking Bones Highland. I do not like fears in this game right now. I ain't gonna lie. Just that David, shout out my dog L. He say, damn, we took E. Meesey out at the wrong time. It say for the people that say that they better without Poole, Herb been equally as bad. I think Herb been arguably worse. The thing is just Poole came to the team with a certain narrative that Herb's narrative was better than Poole's, like reputation, and Poole make more money, so the expectations are a little bit higher. Because man, you gotta take Fears out this game, dog. Take Fears out. Fears has been terrible, dog. Fears has been god awful on both sides of the ball tonight. He's been god awful on both sides of the ball tonight, bro. He's been god awful on both sides of the ball, son. I know he a rookie, but he had a good game last game, but he been god awful tonight. He been god fucking awful tonight. Seriously, he been god awful tonight. God awful. That was good defense by Herb on Julius Randle just now. You got to score on this possession, bro. You have to score on this possession. You got to score on this possession. You have to. Like, you can't keep doing this. If you Borrego, call timeout. If you Borrego, just call timeout. Can you make that wide open? Ah, big shot by Sadiq. Big shot. Yeah, it's wasted possessions. If I'm Coach Borrego, I gotta call timeout, man. These dudes gotta catch their breath. They need to calm down. I got 4 timeouts left. I'm still going to have 3. The way the game is going, I'm probably not going to use my 3rd and 4th timeout. Whoa, what's popping with your bird talk? What's popping with you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Zion clearly tired. So you got to call timeout and get Trey back into the game. Gotta call timeout, get Trey back into the game. Oh my God. Julius Randle with that motherfucking turnaround. I told y'all, man, Julius Randle not trash. Julius Randle is an all NBA caliber player when he was with the Knicks. He just had a couple bad seasons. Fuck! Straight line fucking drive. Straight line drive. Damn, bro. No, that's shooting. Look, Julius Randle, them last 2 possessions, he's shooting over a chair. Julius Randle is shooting over a chair last 2 possessions. Like, god damn. All right, now looking at this, say how they looking tonight, y'all. They looking good. They looking good, all things considered. They just not getting no help from Herb or Fears or anybody. It's really Trey, Sadiq Bey, Derek Queen, and Zion. Really, nobody else contributing. Like it's ugly. Nobody else contributing. J. Cal, so you saying do I think Julius Randle is better than Zion? Nah, I don't. I don't think he's better. I don't think he's more individually talented than Zion. I do think he's more skilled than Zion though, because he can shoot. He can got a post game. I don't think he's more impactful than Zion, but I do think Julius Randle's really good. Former Pelican Julius Randle. Thomas Taylor said, "Can you fire 2 coaches in 1 season? Asking for a friend." I hope so, because truthfully, what difference does it make? If you called up somebody from the squadron, would you even notice the motherfucking difference, bro? Like seriously, would you even notice the difference? Because the fact that Thomas Taylor, we can really discuss this, and yeah, we being tongue in cheek to a degree, but the fact that we can really discuss this and people can't say we're out of line for asking that question is crazy. Because I think Borrego has done more damage than good to this team personally. I think he let the rookies create some bad habits, especially Fears. I think his accountability factor is terrible. I don't think people are held accountable necessarily. And I just think that he don't know how to maximize his talent. The man waited too long to call a timeout, right? He should have called a timeout immediately after that first Julius Randle bucket with 8 minutes left, because it said you call a timeout right there, you get Zion out the game, right? You put Trey in the game. Now you can put Zion back in the game with more time left. But now, like, if Zion subs out, he probably not coming back into the game till like a little over 3 minutes. Who knows what position you're gonna be in by then? You feel me? So you gotta resign Bay at this point. Yeah, it would be interesting to extend him. Residual will say, I think I could get 13 wins as a coach. It only costs $1 million a year. Yeah, I told him I would do it if they could get Pizza Hut to bring back the baked wings. I'll be the head coach. I'll do it. I got shit to do. I'll be busy. I'm sure you be busy too, Residuals. We got shit to do. I ain't no motherfucking charity case, no Captain Save a Ho. They gonna have to bring back them baked wings. ASAP Rocky. I need mine. Believe that, playboy. D say 2-point game and Trey not in the game. Yeah. I think they should have just put him back in the game and kind of just forced the issue. So Herb out. All right. So McGowan's got 2 free throws. All right, McGowan's, you got to make them, brother. You got to make them. Say him or Willie Green was the option once the season started. I think if they would have gave them carte blanche to fire Willie Green, they would have brought in I don't know who they would have brought in, but I think they would have brought in somebody. The good thing is now, here's the best thing. Since they haven't named Borrego as coach yet, I'm sure they have already probably gone through a bit of an interview process with some of the other coaches behind the scenes. I'm hoping they bring it. I want them to hire Rondo personally. I don't think they're going to do it, but I want them to hire somebody like Rondo. Oh, Bryce missing free throws. This is why I'm not a fan of Bryce, like, wholeheartedly, because Bryce just... I've seen too many games where he just misses free throws. Like, I've seen maybe like 3-4 games this season. He gets to that line and he chokes. I ain't gonna lie. D say this man was the water boy. Ain't no way he'd coach with Pop. Man, that coach with Pop shit so overrated. Monty Williams was a coach with Pop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that coach with Pop shit so overrated, dog. Like, that's like Doc Rivers. Like that Doc Rivers coaching tree. What you did that for? Oh, big shot by Sadiq. Nice pass. Say who I'm hearing. As far as coaching candidates, same names. Shout out to Louisiana gal. She mentioned Stackhouse, but Mosley, Jamal Mosley from Orlando. That's an offensive foul! Bro, that's an offensive foul! Mosley, Kevin Ollie, Darren Ham, of course. But see, this is the thing with the Pelicans. The Pelicans don't really talk. So most shit that comes out from agents and third, fourth parties. The Pelicans don't really talk. The Pelicans probably could have interviewed about 6-7 motherfuckers by now that we don't even know of. I hope they get somebody from Will Hardy's staff, because I really like the Utah Jazz. I really like the Utah Jazz coaching staff, bro. Come help him. Come help him. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, dog, the Wolves and the Pelicans, they closely competitive. They are very closely competitive. That's why I think the Wolves need to do something this offseason. The Wolves definitely need to get some reinforcements this offseason. Because I don't think they no championship team, personally. You say Kevin my issue with Kevin Ollie was when he was with UConn. With UConn, he won a championship, of course, but with UConn, he ran a lot of fucking elbow. And that was my thing. Oh! Trey! What was that, Trey? Oh my God, Trey. Oh my God, Trey. What happened right there? Oh my God. Oh my God, Trey. Oh my God. Boy, we got so lucky right there. We got so lucky right there, dog. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yo, son, that was wild. I think when he got in the air, he probably lost his balance. And he was looking for the foul. But shit. You think Sadiq get an extension? You think so this offseason? He might. And you got to remember, Troy Weaver drafted him. Oh, I thought he had the lane right there. Sadiq didn't have to pass the ball right there, bro. Sadiq had a motherfucking lane. Oh, McGowan's! Big shot right there, homie. Big shot! Sadiq had a fucking lane right there going one-on-one. I think that was with Randall. All right, now look, we got to get a bucket right here. Extend the lead. You got to get a bucket right here. Extend the lead. You got to extend the lead right here. You got to get a bucket. Box out. Get that. All right, you got to extend the lead. Got to extend the lead right here. Now, look. If you James... What happened? Oh. All right, good timeout. Good timeout. Good timeout. Good timeout. Bird said one thing I could say. Joe is getting some tough players. Sadiq. Yeah, Sadiq's tough. Bryce McGowan's. Fizz is tough. Derek Queen is tough. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about, for me, what I like about Sadiq Bey, especially, is the physicality. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he can go toe-to-toe physically with a guy like Julius Randle. You need more physical players like that. That way, when you playing against a team like OKC, you playing against a physical team like Golden State. Golden State can be physical, but when you're playing against a team like Minnesota, who got the size advantage, the strength advantage, you need to be able to battle some of these dudes. Chad said, do you think we get Zion in or does his goofy shit where he subs him in a minute later? Man, that's a great question, because me knowing Borrego, I'm trying to, like, and looking at this lineup, I don't know who he would take out right now for Zion. And Borrego like to be like, well, you know, that was the hot unit. I just wanted to roll with the hot unit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I don't hope he does. Because you still got 2 timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken, after this timeout. So, what you need to do, I would just put Zion back in the game and live with the result. Like, whatever happens, happens. Because if you don't put him in the game and you can't extend the lead, or even if you do put him in the game if you can't extend the lead, like, that was the right decision. But if you don't put him in the game and you can't extend the lead, you're going to look stupid. Yeah, take Jeremiah out. Just put him in the game for Jeremiah. D say people won't like this, but DeAndre Hunter or Patrick Williams, man, Patrick Williams got one of the worst contracts in the NBA. That extension was insane. That extension was insane. I would keep Bryce in the game. I'm leaving Herb as where he at. I hope they don't put Herb back in this game. Now, Herb could come back in and hit a huge shot, and I still would disagree with that decision. I hope this keep Bryce and Zion in the game. That way you got some space in at least. Keep Bryce in the game. Put Zion in the game. At least you got somebody who could break down the defense, kick out, and hit a wide open three. Please do not put Herb back in the game. Herb got 9 points, bro. I'm sorry, Bryce got 9 points. Herb got 2. Leave Herb where the fuck he at. Oh my God, it looked like Jeremiah's still in the game. Jeremiah's in the game. It looked like they just subbed Herb in. No, I know they didn't do that. Nah, they didn't do that. I was about to say, boy. Okay, they were rolling with the same lineup, y'all. Got the ATO all the way. Get up! All the way. Gotta attack them. All right, now if you're the Pelicans, you gotta run these dudes off the line. They're gonna ant with the answer. They're gonna Ant-Man with the answer. This is crazy though. I can't believe this. This is insane. I can't believe this. This is insane. I felt bad for Jeremiah Fields right there because what Jeremiah Fields supposed to do? But this is insane. And you got 2 timeouts, so now you hoping look. You got 2 timeouts, and Zion ain't at the scorers table, so you hoping for a dead ball. Great shit, Sadiq. Get back down. Get back down. You hoping for a dead ball situation. And enough time to get Zion out the chair to the scores table and checked in. You got to at least have these dudes at the scoring table, coach. Good defense right there by Bryce. Better shot by Ant. Great defense, better shot. Great defense, better shot. All right, DQ. What, DQ got 4-5 threes tonight? He got 4-5 threes tonight? All right. Huge shot by Derek. Huge shot. What's that, about 4-5 threes? Fucking right, Derek. All right. All right. And look, he talking shit. He talking shit to Ant them. That boy talking shit to Ant. He talking shit to Ant. He talking shit to Ant. That's what's up. That boy talking shit. That boy talking shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. For sure, for sure. Yeah, dog. Look, the Celtics won, y'all. Man, give that man the motherfucking MVP. They gotta give this dude the MVP. Shout out to X. Yeah, X, DQ ball and timeless. Yeah, that was a huge shot. Derek has hit some huge fucking threes tonight. He's hit some huge threes tonight. Now look, it's a 6-point game. 6-point game. All you gotta do. Yeah, DQ. Like, I don't like when rookies talk shit until the game over. Wait till the game is over and talk shit to when we got it firmly, we got the game in hand. Now, all we got to do, right? Now, look, you can look at this and see Zion not checking back in. Y'all, look, you can look at this and see Zion not checking back in. Zion in the back laughing and joking with Corey Brewer and shit. Put him in the game. You gotta get Jeremiah Fields out the game right here. Because you're not going to have many other opportunities to get Zion back in the game. So you got to get Jeremiah Fields in the game. 3 minutes is a lot of time. And you're talking about Anthony Edwards here. 3 minutes is a lot of fucking time. A whole lot of time. You got to get a stop and you got to get a bucket right here. 3 minutes is a lot of time, bro. 3 minutes is an eternity. It's 3 minutes and 6 points. If it was 1 minute left, it would be a lot of time for 6 points. Like, all right, he trusting I guess he trusting the team that got him here. I mean, he trusting the guys that got him here, Where the F? Where's? Oh, Z. Where's Z? He ain't checking yet. He probably gonna maybe check him in with the last 2 minutes. Boy, that was a defensive. I mean, that was an offensive foul right there too, by Bones that they didn't call. Lala said I'm late. Good game, but I bet we still lose. Oh Lord. I hope not, Lala. I hope not. Yeah, this team, they seem to be showing some level of mental toughness. I hope they can keep it up. Get the ball from Fierce. Somebody come get the ball from Fierce, please. Somebody come get the ball from Fierce. All right. Now, this looked like a tough possession right here, bro. You got if this goes bad, you got to get Zion in the game. Got to get him in the game, bro. You can't have no empty possessions like this. You can't have too many empty possessions. He not at the scores table yet. Come on. Got to get a stop right here. That's good defense. Ah! Good defense. Good defense. Good defense. Good defense. Good defense. Look, don't worry about it. All right, look, I like that foul. I like that foul because we kept running them off the line. 2 points don't beat you here. You can't give up no motherfucking threes. This dude crazy, though. Like, this is kind of crazy. Still not having Zion in the game, and you got Fears in the game. But see, again, this is how you know a lot of that shit, as far as like players, like, coach, put me in. That's not a real thing. That's in the movies. This man over there consulting with Casey Hill. Now, if you lose this game, which I hope not, I hope the Pelicans win. If you lose this game, you look crazy than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Now you gotta get a bucket right here. You gotta get a bucket right here. I don't understand doing this. What's my man name? Fears. Fears gotta hit a big shot or make a great pass right here, make a steal or something. Get a steal or something to justify him being out here right now, because this is you burning the candle at both ends of the stick. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not a wise coaching decision right here. But look at who we talking about. You gotta go up, Trey. Trey, you gotta go up. You gotta go up, Trey. Ah! All right, now you gotta get a stop. You gotta get a stop here. You gotta get a stop. You gotta get a stop, bro. Oh my God. All right, you got to stop. Don't give up a three. Don't give up a three. Just don't give up a three. Box out, box out, box out. This is so stupid. So you just wasted a timeout. You just wasted a timeout. You just wasted a timeout. You just wasted a fucking timeout. You wasted a timeout because, again, oh my God. You haven't scored since DQ hit that three, right? Since when DQ hit the three, they scored 4 points unanswered. So you haven't scored since DQ hit the three. You should have put Zion in at the dead ball. So at least then you would have 2 timeouts. Now you got 1 timeout and Zion been sitting for like 20 fucking minutes. So, that was dumb. That's just bad coaching, bro. That's really bad coaching. That's really bad coaching. That's really bad coaching, dog. Yeah, the DQ Trey ATO, it is not enough of a threat for anybody to really worry about, because you're not worried about Derek getting downhill, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, so now you're going to have to give Zion the ball and be like, hey, Zion, go figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be, oh, Lord, and Herb in the game. So McGowan's is out. So the only other the guy who's hit, 6 shots and Herb turns the ball over, man. This dude is a fucking bum, dog. This dude Borrego is a fucking bum. This dude Borrego is a fucking bum. Borrego's a fucking bum. Borrego's a fucking bum, bruh. This man's a fucking bum. Straight up fucking bum doofus, trash ass bum, garbage, putrid ass, nothing slime ball motherfucker. Dog, this man is trash. Because, son, why is Herb in the game? Like, why Herb in the game? Why he in the game? Why Herb in the game? Why Herb in the game? Why he in the game at all? This man is trash, bro. He's straight up trash, dog. He's straight up trash, dog. This coach is trash, bro. This man is garbage. This coach is straight up garbage, dog. This man is straight up garbage, bro. So you don't inbound to Zion. You don't inbound to, like, you got Herb. What has Herb done to be inbounding the ball even in that situation? Like, you blew a 6-point lead. You blew a 6-point lead. You blew a 6-point fucking lead. You blew a 6-point lead, bro. That's just so disgusting. Like, that's just, I don't even have enough adjectives to describe how fucking trash this dude is. Like this coach is so fucking trash. You got the step. All right, good shit. Boy, we got lucky. Rudy twisted his ankle or something. We got the step right there. You gotta make these two. Look, my thing is, and that should have been. Oh, was that goaltending? Probably not. My thing is this. If Saddiq Bey make these two, you gotta. Hopefully, you can foul Rudy some kind of way. Hopefully, Rudy gets the ball. You can foul him some kind of way. Cause what the fuck? You had a 6-point lead. What I don't want is for them to let Ant get off a 3 on the other end of this. All right, you got the two. You got your 2 free throws. Do not let Ant get off a 3 here, bro. Do not let Ant get off a 3 here, dog. Just don't let him get off a 3. Just don't let him get off a 3, bro. Don't let him get off a 3 here. Do not let this man get off a 3 here, bro. Please. Bones Highland got off a 3. Ant got off a bucket. You give up an offensive rebound. Bones Highland gets off a 3. Man, Borrego was trash, dog. Borrego is fucking trash, dog. Herb gives up an offensive rebound, then gives up a 3. Herb should not be on the court right now. Herb should not be on the court right now, bro. Herb should not be on the court right now, dog. Why is Herb in the game, bro? Nice and one right there by Zion. Now, Zion, you got to make your free throw here, partner. Herb should not be on the court right now, dog. This man should not be on the court right now at all, bro. All right, Zion, you got to make your free throw, partner. Make it a 2-point game. This is so... Look, it's not depressing. Depressing not the right word. It's just like... It's not even disappointing. The common sense of the coaching staff is so lacking and so alarming. It's just like, what the fuck? How in the fuck? And you give up another offensive rebound. What the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. All right, Saddiq, we need both of these, brother. Saddiq, we need both of them. It's just, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. It's like I said, bro, and I mean this in relation to her specifically. Look, just because you like to treat your nose every once in a while, you like to fuck with that dilly, that 11.5, you know what I'm saying? You like to toot that powder. That don't mean it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? You might be enjoying yourself. You might be having yourself a ball. You might be partying with your friends, you know what I'm saying, to the break of dawn. But that don't mean it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to go to rehab. It's time for the Pelicans to go to rehab with Herb. It's time for the Pelicans to go to rehab with Herb. You got to go to rehab with Herb. I'll sponsor you. It's time for the look. This man right here, the honorable brother Malcolm. He used to be on that powder. He cleaned his life up. You got to clean your life up with Herb. You got to stop it. It got to end. I'm not gonna stand for this. I ain't gonna stand for this. Clutch free throws by Saddiq Bey. 4 clutch free throws by Saddiq Bey. Zion with the fucking go-ahead amazing bucket and one over Rudy Gobert. I know Rudy Gobert be having nightmares about Zion, dog. He got to be having nightmares about Zion. Now, this is what you don't want to do. If you're the Pelicans, if I'm the Pelicans, right? This is what I'm doing. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm just fouling. I'm not letting a nigga get a 3 off or nothing. Soon as they inbound the ball, whoever touched that motherfucking ball, come here, bitch. Get over here. I'm fouling. Get over here. I'm fouling. Tackling them. Rah, come here. You're not getting no motherfucking 3s off. I'm not giving you a chance at no 4-point play because this team is goofy and goofy shit happens with the Pelicans. Foul. Just don't give up a 3. Nothing. Zion got 29? I ain't realized that. Look at Jordan Poole yawning. That's a fucking shame. Jordan Poole ain't even got no hope in his eyes. Boy, look, I'm telling, oh my God, I'm so scared Herb about to foul a 3-point shooter. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared Herb about to foul a 3-point shooter, y'all. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You say that's game most hated? Whoo! I hope so. I hope so, boy, because I'm scared. Because it's the Pelicans. We might got one, though, y'all. We might got one. Hold up. Just don't foul a three-point shooter. I'm so scared, boy. Look at me. I'm scared. What we going to do here? All right, they missed. Even though we let them get a motherfucking 3 off. I hate Sadiq playstyle dude. Need 22 shots for 30. Yeah, Sadiq's wildly inefficient, but he made some huge shots. We got one! We did it, y'all! We did it! We got one! Shout out to Sadiq Bey. Look at Ant. Talk that shit now, Black. Look at Ant. Ant, man. Look, Ant Field played. Ant was talking big shit. We got one. Look, Ant, you come play with me next year. You got one. Fucking right. We got one, y'all. Look, they said we couldn't win 14 games. Residuals. They tried to hate on us. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. We got one. Yo, I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this trash ass team. We've been here damn near every night covering this team, watching these motherfuckers, and that's loyalty. I appreciate y'all. We got one, Devin. Bree, we got one. Yeah, we won off talent alone because, Jesus Christ, that turnover on that inbound pass, boy. That turnover on that motherfucking inbound pass, no. Man, no. Hold on, yo. Let's see if we can hear anything. JB trash. Oh, yeah, JB over. Yeah, they got terrible leadership, Slim South. That's really what it is. The leadership is just garbage, bro. Look, it's loyalty. Look, H. Bizzle, we really got to question ourselves. Is it loyalty or insanity? It's probably a little bit of both. But see, the difference between being loyal and insane, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We don't want to do the same thing over and over. We want a real coach, bro. We asking for a real coach. That's all we want. That's all we fucking want, bro. Look, to all the people, not us, of course. I'm talking about all the like some of the bitch ass writers out there. They like, well, this roster, man, what do you expect James Borrego to do, man? This roster is so bad. Bruh, you had 3 opportunities to beat Minnesota this season. You led going into the final minutes in 3 of those games. This one you managed to pull off, right? Dude, the talent, even bad teams win fucking games. Bad teams win games. You just can't be no hoe. And the coach been going out like a hoe. He going out like a whore. It is what it is. Dane, what's up with you? He said, Chaz, what you think about Misi's ceiling as a defender could be? You think he could be a force like Jonathan Isaac? I love the way he matches up on guards. Very switchable. Now, I will say, Dane, that's a great observation. I thought Eve defended Ant very well in the fourth quarter when he got matched up with a one-on-one. I don't know if he could be quite like Isaac because Isaac's wingspan is just crazy. Isaac is a very terrifying defender. Bro. Like, he is. But I think Eve got some upside, and that's one of the things that you look for if you're Troy Weaver, a person who's already a fan of bigs. And look, here's the thing. When you talk about, like, the defensive players, like, yeah, Squallow, exactly. Like, Jonathan Isaac can't shoot. And right now, with Amin Thompson, that's one of the big knocks on him. Amin and Asar, it's like, man, it's so hard for these dudes to score. They're great athletes and great defensively, but they just can't score. Like, you're just not worried about them, like, scoring. Say, Chaz, DQ got more threes than Herb. Yeah, yo, matter of fact, let's run through the box score, man. Let's give out our grades. Everybody in the building, hit the like button. Hit that bell notification if you haven't already, because YouTube is terrible with alerting us. Oh, yeah, man, you know what? I was talking shit about him before. I got to give him his flowers when he do well. Man, shout out to Derek Queen, man. Derek Queen with some huge shots. We got the Derek Queen shirts right here. I keep the Derek Queen shirt right here. Shout out to Derek Queen, man. Derek Queen has some quality back-to-back games. Shout out to that young man. Shout out to him. Now, let's go through the box score. You understand me? Game, what's up with your brother? What's up with your game, Osborne? Be safe on that road, fam. Oh, yeah, Trey. With what he had like 3 back-to-back threes, balling. He was balling. Malik say, well, what's crazy, we didn't have Jose at the end of the game, and look at the results. Hey Malik, a lot of people, and this is not a knock to Jose. It's crazy that the Knicks just lost by 38 though. The Knicks just lost to the Pistons by 38. I mean, it might be a coincidence. I'm just saying, trade for Jose, now you're losing by 38. Could be a coincidence. I don't know. But shout out to Jose. But yeah, Fears was struggling. He got some nice rebounds toward the end, but he was struggling. Jeremy saying in the summer we need to send Herb and Poole to Memphis for Ja. I'm with it. Send it. What your boy say on that commercial? Set it and forget it. You're not gonna pay $100 for this. All you're gonna pay is 3 easy payments of $33. Set it and forget it. Yeah, go ahead and send Herb and Poole to Memphis for Ja. Let's stop playing around here. Man. It's no time to be selfish. Fist of Black Star said, get Jose little ass out of here and win the game. Fist crazy. Baskerville Sniper said, games like this make you kind of understand what Dumas was thinking. Imagine if we had quality piece for Poole contributing. And DeJounte. You know what I'm saying? And DeJounte. And, Looney's not playing. DeAndre Jordan's not playing. Jordan Hawkins not playing. There's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of avenues to improve. That's why, like, all season, I kind of been saying this is not that bad of a situation, especially when you own your own picks. It's just bad when you don't own this year's pick. 2X Key says Zion. Yeah, Zion closed like a big dog with that and one. He made what? He missed them 2 free throws. Then he stepped up and made what? 2 free throws in a row, maybe 4 in a row. But matter of fact, let's go over the grades. Everybody hit that like button. Let's go over the grades real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. Sadiq Bey, 10 for 21, 3 for 10 from beyond the arc. Hit all his free throws, 7 for 7. 9 rebounds, 5 assists. I'm giving Sadiq Bey an A+. Zion, 11 for 13 from the field. 7 for 9 from the free throw line, including the go-ahead clutch free throw at the end to put the Pelicans up 2. 4 rebounds, 1 assist. I'm kind of shocked he only had 1 assist. 29 points. I'm giving Zion an A+. Derek Queen, 6 for 11, 4 for 4, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I'm giving him an A. Trey Murphy, 9 for 15, 6 of 10, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I'm giving him an A. Herb Jones, 1 for 4. Hold on. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. All right. Herb Jones, 1 for 4 from the field. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. No free throws. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 4 turnovers, 3 fouls. I'm giving Herb an F. Herb has an F tonight. I'm giving Herb an F tonight. I thought Herb was really bad. Really bad. All right. So, Jeremiah Fears, 1 for 7 from the field. 0 for 3. 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 block, 4 turnovers. I'm giving Jeremiah Fears an F. I'm giving Carlo an F. Bryce McGowan, I'm giving Bryce McGowan a B+. Eve Meesey, I'm giving Eve Meesey a C. I'm giving C+. I thought his defense overall on individually was good. I thought he kind of just got dominated by Rudy a lot of times. It's Rudy Gobert, so what are you gonna do? But still, I give him that. Micah, and give Micah incomplete. He ain't really. He was only playing like 2 minutes. But yeah, overall, man, nice team win. The big dog stepped up. 4 of your 5 starters played great. Imagine if you had, bro, if Herb scored like 10 points, you would have won this game probably comfortably. But Herb had a rough night. I think after this game, he might be averaging 8 points on the season, if I'm not mistaken. But shout out to the people who didn't want to trade him. But man, I wish I could show y'all highlights though. I just don't want them to flag my shit. But I wish I could show y'all some highlights so we can go over those last couple plays, especially that Zion and 1 against Rudy Gobert, because that was fucking critical. We went from being down 1 to up 2. So all this shit based on, like, with Zion on the Spurs game when he fumbled the possession, people not gonna say, jump to conclusions on that possession and say, see, this is why he's not a closer. But are you going to call him a closer after he closed tonight? Because he closed tonight like a big dog. Like, I'm just being real with you. Yeah, I hope Morant on the way soon for real, dog. Because again, if that's John Morant at the point, yeah, like you got something. You got something. Like, if John Morant at the point, especially if Derrick Queen. Now, you're going to have to reconfigure the unit a bit. You're probably still putting Sadiq Bey with the bench. But if that's John Morant right there and another, like, sniper at the 3 or a big rebounding center at the 5, you might be doing something. Because tonight, them boys, yeah, they did their motherfucking thing. They did their motherfucking thing tonight. Viper said, I'm just worried about Josh's health. Yeah, but see, that's the thing too, Viper. If John Morant was always healthy, they wouldn't be trying to trade him, and the Pelicans wouldn't have a chance at getting him. So that's really the thing. If you the Pelicans, if you want a Bugatti, that motherfucker might not have no brakes. But you got to hope that you can take that motherfucker to where Jake be going? eBay Auto Parts. You got to hope you can take that motherfucker to eBay Auto Parts, get you a built bar and some brake pads, and fix that motherfucker. But oh shit, we won. So y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We won. Hold on. Let's run it.
You curl to catch the eyes of every guy, every girl.
Just 27 baby. You look good in the city. Soft bouncing, bouncing girls. Soft bouncing, bouncing girls. Soft bouncing, bouncing girls. Soft bouncing, bouncing girls.
Jarrell Charles is my name.
Jarrell!
Jarrell Curl is my fame.
Jarrell!
Who could be? You need to know.
Jarrell!
I'm your hairdresser who really knows.
Jarrell!
You're gonna have a curl to
Jarrell!
catch the eyes of every guy, every girl.
Just 27 baby. You look good in the city.
Ooh, bitch, we in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Oh, yeah. Shout out to C Breezy and Paperboy in the building. My dog, E. Reynolds in the building. What's happening with you? Shout out to St. Louis. Corey, what's up? Say I got the Jerry Carroll juice for sure, for sure. He say, Murray needed to be traded yesterday, but if the comeback halfway decent, his trade value will be much higher than the offseason. I think with Murray, you're just trying to get him at a neutral value. He'll only have 2 seasons left this offseason, the current season, and 1 more season after that. I believe he has a player option, so more than likely he's going to opt in. Yeah, it should be at least a neutral value going into this offseason. The reason I didn't advocate, I was hoping we could trade him, but I didn't want to have to give up a first just to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Just to get rid of him. 9 times out of 10. Oh, yeah, look, for sure, yeah. Jarrell in the building. We gotta win for sure. Residual. Man, I gotta find the collaboration. Whoa, what's up with your fam? What up, B Supreme? What up with you? We gotta win. We got a W, man. We got a W. I'm supposed to be making some yakami tonight. We got a W. It's cold out here. Make me a nice yakami. I got my green onions. I was telling my girl, I don't eat boiled eggs in my yakami. You know who got the best yakami in the city? The Chinese Inn on Franklin. We call, like my people, we call it the doghouse. The Chinese Inn on Franklin, where Franklin's like right across the street from Franklin's what's that, First Baptist Church? That shit cold. Like next time I come to the city, I'm getting about 8 cups off the rip. But yeah, son, look, quality game. Let's go to the numbers here. Let's go to the numbers. Pelicans shot 53% from the field compared to 42%. And look, we shot 53% from the field in Minnesota. Minnesota took 15 more shots than the Pelicans. 15, right? The Pelicans won the 3-point battle. For all the people that be like, the Pelicans, it's hard to win. Like, the Pelicans won the 3-point battle. Pelicans lost the free throw battle. And the Pelicans lost the rebounding battle, generally. But we won! We won! Kayla says the DeJounte play every game after All-Star break. I believe we can move him this summer. Yeah, I agree. Because you're only looking for about 15 to 18 minutes till he get his legs. You don't want to risk a potential re-injury, like a fracture or anything like that, like Kobe had. But yeah, now if you DeJounte, like, look, bro, if you saying you all right, and you talking about you want to play next month after the Super Bowl, after Valentine's Day or whatever, you need to play. Like, all the politics and shit out the side. You know you're not going nowhere. You need to play. The Pelicans, you know you need this man to play. You need Jordan Poole to play, to be honest. We keeping it a cool fucking dollar. You need both of them to play. Because now, just try to stack some wins and make that pick not count as much. This is the team you got until you get to the offseason. All politics out the window. This the team you got. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Sauce Stowe said, I think some teams about to start tanking. Yeah, probably so. It's about that time of the year. The thing with the Pelicans is that they so far down in the pecking order. If at this rate, the lowest they can hope to get is like the 5th, 6th best lottery odds, unless they start winning some games. Now, if you start winning some games, you could probably push that shit down to like 8th. You know what I'm saying? But you got to win some games. So Memphis probably going to tank, but Memphis still talented. Like, even teams like that that's tanking, they're still talented. So they're going to win a couple games here and there that they're not supposed to. See, Breezy, yeah, but see, that pick is protected between 1 and 5 and I think 10 and 20. So if that pick lands at like 6, they just traded the number 6 pick for fucking Zubac. So they better hope Tyrese Halliburton come back and he ready to go off the rip. Because if Tyrese Halliburton not ready to go and you just traded that motherfucking 6th pick or something like that, you look a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. They still need some more reinforcements too. Bree said the Jazz is talented. Yeah, the Jazz is really good in my opinion. I think they got the best coaching staff. And that they got Filipowski, Keontae George, Laurie Markkinen, Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler is injured. But they going to still tank as well. They're going to tank as well because now they're going to try to keep that top 8 protected pick that OKC owns. So, yeah, 2X Key said, I did hear something like that where the coach said it's going to be up to the medical team. Man, I don't know. Ja might start acting a fool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and then you got T Grant there. I wouldn't be shocked if they like we gonna send Ja home or something. But Ja, he ain't injured enough to need no surgery or nothing. Like, I don't know. It'll be interesting because if Ja want to make an issue of it, he can go to the players union and be like, yo, they fucking over me. Because the players union just won that shit with Terry Rozier about his salary. So the players union 1-0 so far. You know what I'm saying? And, no. But even with Ja has to play if they want to get some decent value for him. Because his value, if he don't play the rest of the season, his value going to be even lower going into the offseason. If it's low now, it's going to be even lower going into the offseason. Because, like, this man ain't played 50 games in about 4 fucking years. It's going to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I get your point. I totally get your point. That's why, to me, a DeJounte for Ja deal just would be perfect. Neither one of them really playing. They both got some injury issues. They got the same number of years left on their contract. Neither one of them really want to be with the organization no more. The organization don't really want them no more. Let's just move on. You know what I'm saying? Blueprint said Queen needs more touches late in games, in your opinion. Jonathan Durham say that's a fair observation. Jonathan Durham said Pale shut some people up tonight. Yeah, it's one game, but it was a very impressive victory. They got 2 impressive victories recently, and they should have beat the Bucks. They should have. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The coaching staff is just failing this team. It's just failing them. Vipers say we also need to play JP or send them to another team. Yeah, you gotta play DeJounte and Jordan Poole, and you need them to win some fucking games. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nobody's name because I don't want to keep picking on certain players because it's gonna look like it's personal when it's totally not. But looking at this box score, bro, what some of the players gave you tonight. You mean to tell me Jordan Poole couldn't give you this? Because on the real, it ain't like the defense was crazy good. It ain't like the defense was crazy good at all. So you mean to tell me some of these people couldn't give you this? Like, nah, son. Nah, slime. Fuck out of here with that, man. Nah, bro. Like, But, yo, man, I appreciate all y'all support. It's the weekend, man. Y'all be safe. It's snowing while I'm about to try to make some yakin me, you understand me? Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. Be safe this weekend. Have a good time, man. Much love and blessings to y'all. I'm going to catch y'all for the next game. Me and Elvin, we going to be linking up together soon. We're going to be doing a fan side show where people could call in and we could talk about it. It was just tough to get it going because it's Friday. had to do the live. Like, it was just tough to make it work. But we definitely gonna get that up soon. I'm gonna call L and see when he wanna try to do that. But y'all tap in with us, man. It's gonna be on the Pels and the Blender channel. Y'all tap in with that. Appreciate y'all supporting me. Hit the like button before y'all leave, man. Hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna catch y'all for the next game. Have a good week.